All right, we are live. Welcome everyone. I see we have 80 people. That's amazing, it's crazy. And I'm a bit nervous, and the others as well, because we had some troubles setting this up, but I think we are fine. Can you see us and can you hear us? Let's do a quick audio check. Maybe Jason, Jeremy, can you say something?
Check.
Good.
Check.
I think that's good. Jeremy, are you here?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
It's good.
Okay, so let me check in the comments if everything is working. Man, so many people already. Oh, and also thank you for Antonio for my first ever super chat. I totally forgot about this feature. Thank you for your donation. But don't think that I will review your photos because you pay. No, of course I will do if you pay. Then I will review your photos, of course.
Yeah, you got it.
But that's not why I'm doing this. Okay. So let me quickly explain what we are doing, because this will be a new format on my channel, or we had this idea for a while to do a critique session, and I think originally we wanted to critique our own work, right? I think at our last hangout we said something like that, and then the idea came to look at your work, so everyone who's watching and also everyone who's following us on Instagram. And I think we get a lot of comments and messages from you guys, and you always want us to check out your work, and sometimes I do that, but sometimes I just can't. Too many messages. So today will be the day where you have the chance. And also a little disclaimer here. I just want to say that we are not here the experts of street photography, or we don't claim to be the authority, so we're just stating our opinions, and hopefully we can help some of you to just find the right way, or maybe we can also do website critiques, or maybe it will be kind of like giving business advice or whatever. We will do this today, but this will be freestyle, so we don't have a script. And next time we will probably have a proper agenda. And I think I want these episodes to be not longer than maybe an hour, or maybe an hour and a half. So that we can...
No more 3 hours?
No. No, that's too long. And
I blocked off my whole day for this.
I mean, for you guys it's still afternoon, and for me it's already midnight, so let's keep it. Today we can go a bit over 1 hour if we want, but let's try to keep it under 2 hours. And
Right.
So I don't know, my first question is how are you guys? Because we haven't talked for a while. I mean you, Jason and Jeremy. I'm talking to you, yeah. We are doing small talk, guys.
Can you
Let's make this natural.
I was waiting for Jeremy. To say. I thought he was saying something.
No, I mean I'm honestly I really like to feel photography for the moment. And since I went to see Jason also. I did like many films. But I use again my X on the F, which I really love, and just waiting for summer, to be like days.
Yeah, you're in Canada. You are definitely waiting for summer.
Because in Montreal, last week it was snowing. So yeah.
Yeah, all is well here in New York. Still shooting, getting really deep into POV stuff. My last POV seemed well received in the comments. 16mm f2. So I'm kind of working on videos of cataloging lenses that I own, and kind of showing how they run in the streets. I think people are kind of interested in that. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, awesome, man. You need to do more videos, man, because your last video was
Everybody's saying there's a big echo. 1 second, sorry.
Oh.
Hold on, let's fix this echo. Because everybody's going crazy.
Is it
going like crazy?
is it for the whole stream or is it just on Jason's end?
Let me try something real quick. Let me try something real quick. Hold on 1 second, all right? Can you guys hear me?
Sound is doubling.
Just wait a second. What about now, guys? What about now, guys?
Oh, maybe it's
better?
my fault. Let me check. No, can't be.
No, they said like it's going like crazy, but me like I one window open, my I just close it.
Is there still an echo?
Maybe we all need to wear headphones or a headset.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right, I'm gonna put the earbuds in. Give me 1 sec.
Still doubled. Okay, they say still doubled. Okay, they say it's still doing.
Alright, give me 1 sec. Alright, give me 1 sec. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Sorry, everybody.
No, it's our first try, so we are learning.
Let me connect these.
Still going. Jason headphones in all caps. There's an extra window open.
Mine is closed.
I have all my windows muted, so it shouldn't be on my end.
How's that, guys? I have headphones in now.
So
how is it?
Is the sound better now? They say it's only on affecting you, so my guests. It's good, bro. We are all freaking out. Yeah. my.
Okay, how's this? Is there echo now? There's no sound coming through my speakers.
Still double.
So it's not.
It's good.
It also could be. We are also having a delay, so let's wait a bit. How is the sound of Jason? Is he still echoing?
It's okay now.
Check. Okay.
What's
So
up,
I think
guys? What's up,
it's
guys?
because of the delay. Only from your guests. How about Jeremy? Jeremy, can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me? Is it still? Okay, this side still echoing.
Echo still bad.
Is it part of the program? Maybe you have it running double or something in the back.
No, because TV is in is muted. So from there. I only have my phone right now open, so I have the Skype open and that. So
I closed the sound. Sorry.
Someone asked if my.
I'm trying to.
Wait a minute. No. Can you say something, Jason or Jeremy?
Hey,
check.
Yeah,
No, my speakers are muted, so, but I've turned them off now.
The one. Okay, they say like Jason and Jeremy are echoed, so that's weird. Because there's only the sound of my phone right now.
Okay, so someone asked what we are using for video chatting. We are using Skype, and yeah. And I used OBS software for live streaming, but I hear you and I only see one single audio source for you guys. So it should be fine.
Yeah. I have one source.
Let me see. I'm opening up the live chat. I'm opening up the live chat in a different window. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. If I still get it. Let's see.
Oh shit! I just see the comments from the beginning, and I think we have the echo from the beginning, or since the beginning.
Do you think there can be echo between Skype and the program you're using also? Because I can see the Skype window, but also like your program, you know.
Can you see my program? Because I'm
I mean, like the page, you know.
Yeah, I'm only screen sharing my my YouTube browser. But it should work because it's just taking the source of Skype. Oh wait a minute! I will mute one of you. Or Jeremy, wait a minute. Yeah, I will mute you here on my software. Let's see if this eliminates the echoing. So Jason, can you say something?
Yep, check. What's going on, guys?
Okay, so now I just have Jason's audio on and Jeremy's audio is muted. Can you please check if he's echoing or not?
Did you guys hear me echo? Am I echoing, guys?
There's no comment yet. Jason is good. Okay. Maybe because I have you both here in my software, but it does make sense. Okay, I will bring Jeremy's audio back in. And Jason, can you say something again?
Check.
They say it's fixed. That was the problem. But now that I brought back Jeremy, maybe the audio is echoing again. Can you guys say anything?
Can you hear me? It's echoing again because
it's good.
Hello,
perfect.
hello.
Yeah,
hello.
No.
Wait.
No.
Wait for it.
No
Wait
echo.
for it.
It worked. Perfect. Yeah. Jason has no echo. How about Jeremy? Is there still echo? Okay, there.
No echo.
They say there's no echo when one is muted. But I need to know if there's still an echo now because you are not muted now. Looks like there will be a 3+ hour live stream afterwards.
Yeah. He's back again. So I don't know how it's possible.
Okay. Wait a minute. So Jeremy, you have to leave. No, just kidding. That's okay. You know what, Jeremy? I will have to kick you out here just for a second, and let me try it.
And then call him back and see if it connects better.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. So how can I kick out?
Somebody wrote audio critique.
Audio. Yeah. So Jeremy, you can hear us, right? Can you just leave?
Yes.
Sorry, but can you just leave? Because I don't know how to kick you out here.
Just end the call and we'll call you back.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
There's no audio. Okay, so he's gone and I will put him back here. So I'm
Somebody said mute Skype and use Discord. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. I have my Skype speaker settings here. Maybe. But no, then I can't hear you.
Hey.
Okay. So, Jeremy, can you say something?
Jeremy's not in here anymore, remember? Oh, he is.
Hello.
So, is it still echoing? Everyone in the chat? Everyone is saying go to Discord, but I don't know much about Discord. I have to, check it out. But I don't think I have the time now to do it.
I know. We would have to download a whole nother app, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's I think you can.
How did we do it last time? We did Hangouts last time.
I know. We could just do the Hangouts in Skype only, but then I wouldn't be able to have this fancy setup,
What up, Caesar?
Yes.
It's all fixed? Working?
All is fixed. Amazing. Wow.
Oh, wait. Because we have a slight delay, I'm still going to wait for a few more minutes. Please keep the comments going.
Everyone says good.
Yeah.
Fixed. Yeah. Tempo of story.
Oh, but I still haven't unmuted Jeremy, so I know
I hear him.
So now I unmuted Jeremy and we probably have echoing, right? Echo again. So sorry guys, but I think Jeremy speak. Someone says Jeremy speak.
Hello. Again? On a is it fixed?
I think It might be.
No, they can hear me, you know? Like Matthew, he's saying, can you hear me?
It seems like it's working. I think we're in business. Yeah.
But I just unmuted Jeremy, so there could still be some echo now.
Well, the newest no echo.
Yeah, I don't know how
echoes back.
We can hear Jeremy when he is muted. Echo back.
And
see, they say echo is back.
What? No.
Fuck, man.
Do you think it can come from the because I can see Skype on my phone, but also the program you're using in the same time? Or?
I think it should. I think that's it has something to do with me here. Let me try something else.
But I cannot agree with the guys. Discord is way better, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm using it all the time. Play on PC. Okay. And it's very simple.
I just changed some settings in my audio settings here, and I switched to yeah, whatever. Can you talk again and see if we fixed it maybe?
Hello, can you hear me? Is it better?
Check.
Check. 1, 2.
Gaffer tape Jeremy's mouth and ask him to type. You are cruel.
We need some IT in here.
Yeah. Nope. Still.
They all say it's only Jeremy, but you know what? They say it's on. It must be on Jeremy's end. But if I mute Jason now, I will mute you now for a minute. My guess is that Jeremy's sound will be clean now, right? So can everyone please confirm? Jeremy, can you speak a little?
Hello guys, can you hear me now without echoing?
Sing us a French or Canadian song. No, but
I don't know.
I bet Jeremy sounds fine now, right?
Is it better?
When you mute Jeremy, we can hear everything fine. Yeah, of course, because then it's only one Skype source.
Wait, everybody's saying that they can still hear everyone, even though one of us is muted.
No echoing. Good. Yeah, okay. I think, but that's because I muted Jason. So.
Okay, that's weird, right?
Wait, even if I'm muted, can you guys hear me in the chat?
I don't think so, because I see exactly what goes into my YouTube stream.
They say we're hearing both.
Yeah, they can hear both, and there's no echoing again.
Yeah, but they say no echo for Jeremy when Jason is muted. So you can't hear Jason, right? There's no audio coming from Jason.
I hear everything.
Yeah, you.
Oh, but they hear me.
No. You can hear us because.
Still hear you, yeah. I think so.
They're saying it in the chat that they can hear me.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Everybody
say
it's good.
I need. Everything is good. I need in all caps from anyone who's hearing all of us. I need I don't know. Say write down Rico GR3 in all caps.
Thank you guys for helping us like for the first time.
It doesn't make sense. Oh, I think I know why.
Why?
So I'm still waiting for someone to comment Rico GR3. Then I will start. And then we will start. We can hear everyone.
Yeah, you must have a double program rolling.
Yeah, I think
they can still hear me. Something's.
Yeah, I think because I'm using a plugin to get the audio from Skype into my program, and I did this twice for you, Jason, and for Jeremy. So I think I have, the two of the same source, and I think I thought I can just mute one of you when I want to, but it's just one source from Skype. So even though I see you both here, you have 2 channels, there's only one for Skype. So that's why I have a echo.
There we go. Solved
okay,
it.
Everyone is writing Rico GR3. Bow down to your master. Sell your X100F. No, just kidding. Okay, sorry guys for the inconvenience. This is something new for us, and we are still learning. So I know what the problem is now.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, thank you for your patience. And okay, I think we should just start. Also, before we do that, we have another idea which I'm going to address now, and maybe we can also talk together about it. So, so we wanted to do this critique session for a while, just critiquing our own work. But then I thought maybe it would be nice for my audience to get some critique as well. And so we will do both here. And one idea, I think you and Jason and Jeremy, you both met in New York, right? And then you came up with the idea to do assignments, right? Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, so the idea was that to do something on a consistent basis, maybe like once a month, so it's not too imposing on our schedules, but kind of come up with a theme every month and shoot maybe 5 to 10 images around that theme. So a crude example would be like Reflections was the first month. So we would all shoot that, and then we would come back and discuss the images that we got, maybe present 5, and then we would also have users submit those images, and we would pick our top 10 and talk about those. And this could be something that you guys could chime in and give us themes for every month, and that would create a new live stream.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea because I don't know about you guys, but I don't go out to shoot that often, so I need a bit of a kick in the ass. So that's good for us. But I think it would be also good to do this assignment with everyone who's watching. So if you want to do it with us, I think we can, let's do it all together, and let's find out what will be the theme for this month. And then the next time we do this hangout, then we can all present our work and you guys as well. And maybe I will set up some site where you can upload your photos, because that's maybe more efficient. And then we can go into Lightroom or something like that and look at it all at once. So, and I think we should do like 2 parts. One will be like a freestyle open discussion critique session where everyone can just hit us with their links, and we will just pick randomly someone in the chat. And then after that, or maybe before that, we will do the monthly theme and discuss that. So I think that's what we are going to do. All right, so I don't see any links here. So that is kind of surprising because I got so many direct messages of people sending me their websites and Instagram feeds. So the critique session is open for everyone to join. Just send me send us your Instagram feeds or websites, or even Flickr if you still use that. It's fine. Let's get started. And I will switch back here to another window. So, I have my browser open. I'm ready to receive your photography.
But again, the team, I totally agree with you guys. I mean, I'm not like going everyday shooting. So for sure, having that kind of commitment, it's fun, but it's also a good way to elevate ourselves and just like interacting with you people, with you guys, with the community also. So it's a very good thing. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking forward to it.
Me too. So please send us links so that I can click on it, because I see you sending me your Instagram name. But if you can, please send me clickable links. That's the fastest way. Otherwise, I have to go into Instagram search for you guys. Or am I being lazy here? And also, Jason and Jeremy, if you want to pick someone out, you can also just go into the chat and just, say the user's name, and I will just pick them.
Right.
I see.
Okay.
Okay, I just got back in. I lost audio for some weird reason for a second.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are talking to me, but I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, I said if you see someone and you want to, you can also suggest someone to critique. So it's not just me picking the links.
Gotcha.
Okay, I see the first link. So this is here. I have the first person who sent me a clickable link. So you will be the first one. Congratulations. This is how you do it here. So please, if you want to submit your work, give us some clickable links. That way we can do this faster. So let me...
Oh, so we're critiquing a body of work as opposed to a photograph?
That's a good question. I think we will just...
Let's pick the last one posted, basically.
Maybe? Oh, I picked here the link from Joey. Joey, if you have a specific image you want us to check out, or just your Instagram feed, we can also give like an overall critique on the feed itself. But I think it is better if we know which image we should concentrate.
Well, they could send a link of the actual image as opposed to their entire profile. Yeah. So if you guys want to send links to the image, that would be a lot better for us.
Okay. Or we can do it, maybe we can do it like that they can send us a single image or their whole feed. And if they send us the whole feed, we will just, look at the overall feed and don't go into too much detail. But maybe they have one specific image they want us to critique, then they have to send a link to this single image. Yeah.
So Joey says the most recent is fine for him, so we can look at this building one and talk about that.
So so this is Joey's Instagram. Thank you for submitting. And the first one, I will open it. So before we talk about this specific image, let me try to grasp what your style of shooting is or what your subject is, because I think you are doing street photography here. I see a lot of cityscapes, so that's maybe a focus, something that you are focusing on. And just quickly to see your work, lots of black and white images, and then we have our first color photograph.
Wow.
So that's
I just want to say straight off, the entire gallery is beautiful. You have a really nice eye. I like the detail of your shots, and I love how much you choose to show in these images. Can you scroll down a little bit? There's one in particular that caught my eye a little bit. For this one on the left in the middle here, these kind of waves with the metal bar cutting in half. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's like how do you call that? Like a bridge or something. It looks like a bridge.
Could be also a roof, rooftop, or maybe a bridge. Yeah,
nice composition.
Yeah,
it keeps your eye though. I like images like this that kind of play with perception a bit, and that you kind of stay with them a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely a good eye for abstract lines. And so let's go.
The geometry, the textures also.
So my question is here: why did you start to post in color? Maybe that we have a story here, but regardless of the color image, I don't know. What about you guys? Do you have any initial thoughts about this particular shot?
Well, this is an interesting shot to be his first one in color, because I feel like this type of image could have worked either way. Yeah. This could have gone great for black and white, but obviously the sunset is gorgeous, those tones, but it's not oversaturated, which I like, which is kind of why I say it could have worked in black and white as well. I'm curious as to why he chose to go color on this one as well.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the sunset or the colors, because also you see on the wall of the building that you still see the slight tint of the sky color. So maybe this is like what you see in real life. Maybe this is what the focus is here on the overall color. And I like the little bits of lights, the windows and the small lights.
I love also the subtlety of the color, because, as Dijon said, it could have been in black and white, but it's not also too like saturated, as you said. So it works as well, actually. Like this pink, like end of the day colors with the black and white photos. I think it looks great. It looks good.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see this in black and white. But my guess is that now that I saw the color image, I might prefer the color if I see the black and white, but only because I like the mood. Because maybe in black and white, I wouldn't know that it is a sunset. Maybe it could be a sunrise as well.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's balanced really nicely, and you managed to create a photo that, this is something we see pretty often, but it has its own unique feel to it. It feels like otherworldly. It doesn't just feel like some place. Where is this shot?
It looks like it's shot in
Germany?
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can, if I can give a little suggestion here how to maybe improve this. My eye is always kind of critical when it comes to the edges of the frame. And when I look on the left side, I see that there is a row of windows starting just slightly before the image, the picture ends. And just in terms of framing and cropping, I think I would prefer to have a clean wall and not it's just a little detail. But just in terms of composition, I think you can straighten it up a bit. That would be only my only suggestion to improve this. Do you guys have anything to suggest?
I would be curious to see the picture. Like, is it like cropped or not? Because I don't know. It seems a little maybe how can I say like tight.
Yeah.
And for sure. Like what you said about the edges, I would be curious to see the the raw picture actually. Just compare. It looks good, but
I think there's an artistic choice to crop it like that if it was cropped, because usually you would see a cityscape and a landscape orientation, right? Because you have the how do you say it? I mean, if you choose to go vertical for a cityscape, then it's often because you want to show the height or the whole building.
Yeah, the sense of scale. The sense of scale,
yeah. And you focus more on the balconies here or the windows, and that's probably a choice he made. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like looking at these black and white photos, I feel that he wanted also to show the lines and the geometry again in that photo, right? Or the cubes or in the lines if you want. And there's like one thing I really like in pictures, like showing cityscape and the sky, is when you can. I mean, the sky looks very. How can I say? There's something magical about it. Basically, it's not like blue, perfectly blue. You know what I mean? I like that.
Yeah, there's some magentas in there. Yeah, I think
the clouds, and there's something very soothing about the picture. I think soothing.
Yeah. Also, people in the chats also say nice tones. The touch of color is nice against the muted colors of the buildings. Yeah, I agree. I think color is very strong here, and I probably would have chosen to post this in color as well if I had taken this photo. So I think we can move on, right? I mean, I think it's nice photo. Good job, Joey.
Absolutely.
Good job, man.
I dig it. You get a follow. I will follow you, sir.
But now you have to decide if you have to continue in color or black and white, right? Otherwise, we would be like, ooh. Or maybe you want to highlight this specific photo. So that could also be a technique.
Indeed.
Okay, it's good. I will go back into the chat, and I think I saw one other link. Do you guys have problems sending me links, or what's the issue? Because I think I saw a comment that...
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of links coming through. Guys, you could just go into your profile on Instagram, select a photo, and hit image URL, and just post it here on the in the chat, and that'd be great.
Yeah. So I open up... sorry. Who is talking?
No, it's okay. I just want to say hello to Matt VS from Amsterdam, because he's just in the chat also.
Yeah.
And good guy, great photographer also. So
Oh, nice.
hello.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah.
Good. So I open the next link from.
Oh, we got another one right now.
Oh, okay. Then we will do it after this one. So we have one here from. Your YouTube name is Bonkers, and your Instagram is From Liquid to Dust. Interesting name.
Oh, I know this guy. We follow each other.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it.
Yeah. Beautiful work. This is great.
Okay.
Oh, but you sent your old profile. Of course you did. Sneaky.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice. I like that first image, but I want to see more of your work because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, nice composition again. Like, very cool.
Okay, next is Andrew Russell because he said we skipped him, but we'll get him on the next one.
Right, Andrew.
Oh, I like this one. This is really nice.
Yeah, this is beautiful. How about when people send the profile, we'll skim it and then we'll go to the last post.
Oh, okay.
That will be the critique.
All right.
This is gorgeous. I mean, this is beautiful stuff.
How do you know each other? Did you find him or he found you, or how did it happen? Tell us your love story.
I don't know. I usually when I mean, I don't have that big of a following, and with YouTube, I think people tend to like a lot of photos on my profile without following me. So on occasion, when I get a rush of followers, what I'll do is I'll click and look for something that inspires me, and I'll hop on. And his gallery is very inspiring. You know what I mean? I want to see things that make me want to go outside and shoot.
Yeah. And
his lines are gorgeous. His composition, his colors. So yeah, let's check out that last image.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do like colors. You can do black and white. You can do like that's
that's a really cool image. I mean,
it's beautiful.
You probably waited for this plane to be at the right spot. That would be my guess. Yeah, it's a really cool, interesting scene that you don't usually see.
I really like the photo also on the right side with the three people. Like it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You mean
the scale?
This one or another one?
Space, but yeah, this one is pretty good also. Yeah, for sure. And again, the sense of scale. I mean, I think it's hard to determine like the size. I love that, like the statue and like the plane, but also because of the how do you call that, the blur, you know, like on the front. It seems it's hard to pinpoint to know exactly what is at the right size. It looks very interesting.
Okay, the proportions are a bit.
Very, very nice.
I think
I will say for a photo.
No,
sorry,
go ahead.
For a photo like this, I feel like it's so surreal that it's kind of interesting to leave in the trees and stuff on the right and the left. I mean, I could see that there's something obviously in front of you, so you couldn't get closer to the statue. But I would have liked to see just that statue and the plane. That probably wasn't possible because I know if you could have, you probably would have done that. But yeah, I think that the trees on the left and the right kind of ground the photo as opposed to taking it off to a more abstract, surreal kind of image. So it would have been cool to see that either cropped in a little bit more or just gotten a little bit closer.
Yeah, you know what? I have to say I think the I don't know if it's a tree or just you know, the thing in the foreground. How do you say it in English? In German, it's just bush. So
that's
okay.
fine.
So I really like that the legs are cut off because you have this sense of this person or this figure like reaching out from something, you know. It's maybe like, I don't know, the underworld, and you know, you escape something and go and grab into the sky. I don't know, it has a feeling of, for me, also the trees, because you have this foreground which is maybe like the earth, and then you have trees coming out of it, and this statue is also you know, not really out yet, but almost. And I love that because the plane is like the symbol of freedom here, you know. It's totally free, can go wherever he wants, but the statue is like kind of chained to the ground, and I like that here. But it's
a strong, for sure, strong representation, and we can, of course, like think of many things. And yeah, there's something almost like how do you say, mythological about it. But I think that the trees, like on the left and the right side, as Jason said, maybe help, or maybe not helping, but finally you can see the picture and the right proportion when you look at the trees, right? In the back. If you remove the trees, it looks even more abstract and kind of weird. So I agree, yeah, for sure. But still, I love the composition and the statue in between of the like the pine or the tree. I don't know what it is. The flower like on the floor, and the end and everything, the plane. It's a very good composition, and as you said, like I'm very curious to know how much he wait for that kind of opportunity. It's fishing. I don't think it was just sort of plain. If it is sorry, it's a very nice timing. Honestly.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I even the tonality of it. It's gorgeous.
Agree.
Wow.
Yeah.
Solid photo.
Not much to say to it. Good job. What's your real name? Because I don't know how to call you.
Bonker AV.
Bonker? Yeah, it's his real name.
Is it Bonkers? Is it Bonkers that just
your photos are bonkers. That's all I can say.
They are bonkers. Amazing work.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, so let's find Andrew's link again. Do you want to send it through right now, Andrew?
Is his YouTube name Andrew as well?
I just saw. Well, he said we skipped over him, but I'm searching through the chat and I don't see his link. I see Jan Uni High, which we can jump to his right now until Andrew resends his link.
Oh, I see it. Looks like a website. Light Sanctuary. So this is from Jan Onihi. Is this an Asian name? I would love to know if this is from.
I believe so. He said he skipped his uni lessons for this.
Oh wow! Okay. sorry that you missed your education because of us. Or maybe not sorry. I don't know. Yeah. So he sent us, or he or she, is it probably he, sent us his website. Okay. Yeah. Let's start by talking about the first frame. A really nice play of colors here. Really like has kind of a Blade Runner mood here. Nice composition, rule of thirds. Yeah. Do you guys have any thoughts about this image?
Yeah, I want to ask a quick question in the chat. Are you getting color binding on these images right now? Because on occasion, what we're looking at, the colors are shifting for me right now. I don't know if everybody else is seeing that.
Oh, okay.
I guess not. Okay. Yeah, the composition is great. I think I love the way the color blocking kind of plays out. It's nice that the purples stay with the purples here, and then we have the blues off to the right. I think this is like one of the things with these type of crops. It hits an awkward spot on her ankle. I think it's like a kind of an abrupt ending to it. I wonder if maybe if you pushed in just a little bit closer to her, would that abrupt ending not be so harsh? But I like this entire frame. It tells a story. I wouldn't even mind getting closer to her face.
Yeah.
For me, I think that I really like the fact that, first off, the temperature for sure, like the cold and I mean they're both cold, but you have like that sense of cold and maybe warm color in a way. But I love the shape of the, how do you call that in English? The arrow. There's some arrow like pointing down, like behind the girl, and she's like perfectly, on it. So there's something very interesting in it. The only thing that really bothers me a little bit is like on the corner, you can see a little bit of, I suppose, behind the back. And I would prefer if it was like completely black, so you can connect basically like just, every black with black and the colors, all together. But yeah, I love the arrows pointing down, just I don't know. I like this kind of.
And the last one before her head is just catches her perfectly.
Exactly, just perfectly, like around her head for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice contrast and lights for sure.
So I guess we move on, or
I messed up. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, I had it selected to top chat and not live chat, so people are sending a ton of stuff, but I'm not seeing it. It just okay. My apologies, guys. We're on it now.
I think we should do separate critique sessions where we focus on websites and overall portfolio, maybe, because.
Yeah, I think we need to do it one photo at a time, guys. Otherwise, we will be here for a very long.
Because we can talk a lot about websites as well, like how to structure it and how it.
Oh yeah, same for me. Like Jason, I was in top chat. I put like a direct chat, and I can see all the links. Like running up.
Sorry guys, your images were not popping up for us. The links.
So I lost track. Who is next, or was there someone?
Let's find Andrew. Andrew Russell.
I see him, but I don't see any links.
There is a link under Dahmer Martins. If you look, Dahmer Martins highlighted. I think he donated.
Oh, okay. I don't see a link. From Andrew?
Andrew Russell. He doesn't have a profile picture.
Okay. He posted the link under Dahmer Martins.
It's
post.
Yeah, under the verified with the check.
Oh yeah, I can see Andrew Russell. Yeah.
Oh, he just redid it too. He posted it again. Everybody's sending them.
You need to post in top chat. Why can't I see it?
It's are you on live chat or are you on top chat right now?
I'm on top chat.
No, click the live chat. That's why.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, now I see all the links. Okay, now it makes more sense. Good. But I can't go up to. Oh no, I see here. And Andrew Russell. Okay. So this is Andrew Russell's Instagram. And let's go through his feed first. This looks like Europe. Street photography from Europe. I love this colors here. This looks like it could be Britain or UK. All right. Good. I guess we talk about the first image. Or if you have any photograph you want us to critique, Andrew, then maybe let us know. Otherwise, we just choose the first one.
Right.
Okay. So we have here, I guess, a construction worker. It's kind of a weird situation.
He's smoking.
He's smoking? Maybe he's about to...
It looks like he's blowing smoke out of his mouth.
I see. But it looks kind of weird because we have this barrier or this fence. But behind that is only a door. So what's happening here? It's kind of strange.
For me, I think that the background noise, I try to isolate people as much as possible. Out of all the images that I just saw in your profile, I would say that a lot of them are stronger than this because the woman walking down the street doesn't really make sense for me in this frame. And if somebody doesn't make sense in the frame, I usually won't put them in it. So I feel like this image kind of ends right at the pole. You know what I mean? The second pole to the left.
Totally agree. Yeah.
I think you want to try to clean up your frames as much as possible and just pull focus to the subject because she's wearing such a striking color. It's hard. Your eyes are constantly drawn to that blue, and she's not the subject. So I think you need to kind of like, stay more intentional with this type of framing.
Yeah.
Because she's stealing the show right now.
Maybe this is also intentional to create kind of a gap or between the working classes, but my guess is that it's not that. And I think the spot he's standing on kind of screams for a street portrait because he's like in front of this nice looking door, and he looks fairly friendly, so it looks like you could just approach him and ask him for a portrait. So maybe that's
I mean, he's begging for a portrait. It's like most people that are smoking that I ask for photos, they tend to never say no. It's kind of funny, actually.
But I gotta say, I guess like the subject is the construction worker, the guy. But as Jason said, also like the lady on the background. When I saw her, I wasn't sure if it was intentional, if he wanted like to have like let's say like the lady, not the fence, but the orange thing, and the guy. So I'm not sure about the intent, basically, because of the woman on the background. So I would also like have it like clean it or removed, or how can I say cropped, and just concentrate on the guy, basically, because I'm not sure what you wanted to show.
Yeah, I think the subject is good enough, but there is a bit of lack of a story, I think, because we don't know exactly what he wants to say with this image, and I think there's potential to maybe wait a bit to see what he's doing, because it looks like he just finished smoking, or something happened before that, or something might happen now. So maybe wait for a moment that is telling a bit more of a story would be my guess.
Yes, because he is an interesting character, and if he was looking into the lens in this moment while tucking that into his pocket and blowing smoke out, that would have been a solid frame. But again, these people on the left speckled in, they're not very interesting subjects. So I think it comes back to just making sure all you want to express is that's all that's showing in this image.
Yeah, it's more like a distraction in a way, and maybe, I mean, it's hard to say. Yeah, I would have did that, this or that, but for sure, being maybe closer to the guy, to the subject, would have been better. But still, I'm supposed to.
Or crop it. I mean, you could just crop the photo as well. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I hope that helped you, Andrew. But overall, I think you have a nice city to work in. So I guess that's London or some city in UK, and I love London for street photography. So I envy you.
You look like.
Okay, I think I have to address.
I don't.
Yeah, you want to say something?
No, I was just getting ready to say, I don't know if we can even have an order in this. I think you're just going to have to start picking randomly.
I wanted to say that I should address the super chats first, because this is how you do it on YouTube.
Indeed.
So first of all, I wasn't expecting even that a super chat is an option, because that would make sense that I choose you first. But that's not. That was not my goal. So I had someone before Andrew, right? There was. I cannot see him here in the live chat. Do I have to go back to the top chat to see?
Maybe to see who donated.
Because we have. Oh no.
Flint Bone donated and Trent Patterson.
Yeah, but there was a guy called Dama. Right? I can't see him. Because he was first.
I mean, the live chat keeps everything, I think. So if you... Oh, no, it doesn't. Wow, it's disappearing.
Oh, yeah.
There must be an option to show the super chats.
Right? Yeah, if we get too many links, it scrolls up too far. So we just lose the order, guys.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not. Mark Farrow wants to be burned to the ground.
But the problem is then we have to be really fast. Oh, here, I saw his message here. Was me dude's Instagram? Yeah, okay. I will use your link. Thank you for the super chat, Dama. So that's then we have to be fast, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna learn to be like more effective for the next time. Thank you guys for the patience.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So, Dama Martins, street photographer from Brazil. Just the first row, I really like his monochrome work here. Looks really graphic. could be like a series of work. Let me check out. Interesting. You have.
Yeah, this is great.
My guess is that the one row is one series, because you have like the same color theme here. Okay. Yeah, nice work. So let's start with the first one, or we will always go back right to the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, really interesting space, kind of surreal again. I think he nailed it here with the person going up. It's like the perfect moment. I feel like there should be his second leg should be visible. It kind of looks a bit off for me that the second leg is not visible, but maybe it's a perspective thing.
Yeah, it also makes it interesting though that I know if you like really focus in on him, it looks like he's got one leg. Kind of cool.
I like it. Yeah, exactly like that. I don't see anything that really bothers me. Honestly, I like the difference of contrast of gray, white gray, and it looks very good. Also, the texture on the wall. That's very very.
Yeah, this is great. This is important. I mean, there's not much to critique here. I love the gray tones on the ceiling, or if that is a ceiling, I'm not sure. In the floor, it kind of creates a nice perspective and line in the center that draws you to the subject as the steps do. But just a note with shooting people and this kind of thing, you know what I mean? When you guys are shooting people movements and silhouettes, you want to be conscious of limb separation because that does make it interesting. In this case, I think it works that his legs are not open because otherwise people will look like a blob, but his arms are great and that makes that actually makes the subject pop out a little bit more. So I think it's great execution.
I also want to highlight his choice of framing here because I think leaving so much empty space on the left really helps balancing this image or his composition. I think it's really strong because you have this floating staircase, and if we just put it in the middle, then maybe we will focus too much on the person. But now that we have so much space on the left, it feels like more balanced to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's looking very good with the space like that, and the fact that the background is like kind of soft gray and like white, and the figure is like in black. In the space, it seems balanced, as you said. I like it, and also the shadow of the stairs. I guess I like that shadow, like just it looks good.
Looks like
it's another shape of a circle.
It looks like a spot that Alan Schaller would enjoy, because you can probably get a lot of minimalistic black and white photos here. Okay.
Yes, beautiful frame.
Yeah, good job, man.
Well done, man.
Let me check this out as well, because maybe it's the same space. Where is this? I'd like to... Brazil, of course, but...
it says Palace up there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, cool.
Very cool.
All right. Go follow him. Everyone who's donating via Super Chat gets a shout out now. Who gets a follow. Okay, then who's next is the question.
You just got to dig in.
So okay, I will just randomly pick one from the beginning, or as far as I can see, and then I will address the super chat again. So let's just take him here, or her. A single image from Benjamin. This is Benjamin Cohen is probably his name. So what do we have here? This looks kind of heavily post-processed.
Yeah, the blues are pulled out. It's like sepia, but like they kept blue tones in here, which I will say it does draw your eyes to the subject immediately. But I mean, to each his own style. I can't critique it, but it is heavily processed for street photography.
I agree.
I guess it isn't needed to separate them because they are looking straight into the lens. So you kind of...
Can we zoom in on this a little bit?
Maybe if I do this. I think this is the maximum I can go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if the processing makes this more interesting or if it's the subjects. I do like the fact that she is staring down the camera, but the photo in particular doesn't make me ask too many questions. And I think, I don't know, I think you want, I'm not quite sure what you're saying with this because the editing is so overpowering that it's hard to figure out what I like about it.
Yeah, I think it's like the contrast is so high, it's reducing the, I mean, if there's a story or something, just to colors basically. So the fact that they are like close to the camera doesn't matter anymore because all I can see is just the blue colors or the red colors. That's it. So yeah, I'm not sure also when you want to go with that.
I kind of like the hand gestures. So that's probably the most interesting part for me here. Because the woman on the left kind of has this defensive position. She has really big arm muscles. Her bicep is kind of big.
I mean, yeah, they're interesting in themselves. I wouldn't have colored the photo this way. I would let it breathe on its own, or if you wanted to give it a more vintage look, pull the saturation down and add some contrast. But doing the sepia and the blue, I don't think it really does this image justice. These women are actually pretty interesting. This looks like it could have been taken in like, I don't know, the 70s or something like that.
It also looks like
it
looks like that right after this shot, I want to know what happened after that, because maybe they said something. And if someone is already like staring at you this, this close, there might be also a chance to engage a bit and maybe let them talk and, I don't know, just work the scene a bit more. And also about this color separation thing, I think just because the sign on the back of the right lady is also kind of distracting, so the color separation doesn't really work for me here that much. So I think it's a personal preference how you edit your photos, but it's kind of distracting for me, I think, because I can't really focus on what's going on. This is the first thing I noticed was the color, and that's it shouldn't distract from the subject. It should enhance the situation, or what I mean. So I think you got in really close, that's good, but maybe you could work the scene a bit more. They seem like you can also approach them and they wouldn't mind it. So maybe work the scene a bit more. That's all I can say. All right. Yeah,
or again, don't process it so much, because this woman's stare is very intriguing. She's this is a very interesting moment. So it's not easy to also get something of these in between moments in the street. It takes a higher level of paying attention to capture gestures like this, and I feel like you're distracting from how great this moment could be with the color editing.
I mean, for me, I would have like crop it like so. Basically, you can see like the pore between them are just separating them on the picture. That's what I would have done, I think. But just so you can really like concentrate of like their expression, and also a sense of almost like, how do you say that? I mean, it's more balanced because you have like one people on the one side and one on the other side, but there's something happening, like a friction on the screen, something. But I agree. I mean, it's very like heavily process and contrasty, so it's very hard to see beyond that, basically. Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, let's move on. And I'm trying to find the other super chat comments.
Yeah.
But now they are gone because I was just switching to top chat, between top chat and live chat, and suddenly I don't see any of the previous super chats anymore.
Let's pick randomly, maybe like Jason, like pick one, and then I'm gonna pick another one like later. If it's good for you, Sam, we can also do that.
Yeah, no, it's just a.
It's just it's hard for him to find it though. That's the issue. If I ran,
Yeah, because of course I want to give anyone who posts a super chat. Of course I want to also acknowledge that, right? So for everyone who posted a super chat, maybe you can just comment. Oh, Clement just posted. I super chatted. Yeah, I know, and thank you for that. But I can't
just resubmit your link.
Resubmit your link, and we will keep an eye on it.
So we're gonna work on it next time for sure. But it's good to see what works.
But I don't understand why YouTube does that, because on other live streams, I think I can go back to the beginning, or I don't know. All right, then let me continue with any random person here.
Austin,
yeah. Yes, also Austin is like his super chat also.
Then let's do him before he gets lost. But I also want to give the others a chance, not only the super chats.
Yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
Clement, we will keep your link in mind, or resend it. Oh, you did it. Okay, and let's go to Instagram and so.
Oh, Clement's his link just went through.
Okay.
It's there. It's right under Austin's donation.
All right. So, is this your page, Austin? Yeah, I guess so. All right, let me make this smaller. Austin shoots minimal and street. Let's see if you can keep up your promise. Okay, black and white and color mixed.
Nice. So it's like Baltimore or something? Where are we here? Let's see.
Yeah.
Reshooting Austin.
Could be, yeah. Okay, I see very clean compositions. Okay, let's go right to the first one. Now this looks very much like a portrait, but
it's very different from the rest of your gallery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want us to critique another photo, let us know. Otherwise, we just start with this one. What can I say?
Can you go through the series? I'd like to see what the rest of the others.
Okay. Yeah, Jason, you are more the portrait photographer here. So.
Am I? I mean, I do shoot some portraits. No, I like it. I think it's really nice tones. The blacks are not overdone. It's not too crushed. It looks very natural. Like the rest of your images kind of have a very natural feel to them. That's the amount of processing you typically want with street, even though I've been known to overdo it because I'm trying to go for a more surreal look. But I think I would have go back to the second one. For me personally, taking portraits is not only is it just shooting it, but it's having the taste to know what photo is better. And that's also something that I don't know how easy it is to learn that, to have that taste. But for me, this photo is more striking than the first one. So this would have been the cover image for me. I like the movement of it. I like the lighting of it. I like the textures. There's just a lot more going on in this image than in the first one. So if I were to do this series, I would have started with this.
Yeah, I agree. The pose of her here is much stronger than this. This seems a bit forced or unnatural, and this, even though I know this is not a natural pose, but it looks very elegant.
It's very elegant. It's art. It could be like in the New York Times or something like that if it was a profile on dancers. Whereas if you go back one, that kind of strikes me. And I'm not saying this in a way to be offensive, but this strikes me more of like kind of like Instagram portrait photography. You know what I mean? Like it's a step away from like boudoir images, whereas the other one's a bit more elevated.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. Also, I think it seems like on that picture, it's. I don't know if there was like a thought process or anything, but I don't know. It seems more construct and more like, I don't know, like the pose, the framing, the texture on the wall, the light, the shadow. It works very well. And yeah, like contrary, like the other two are, I mean, they're good, but I'm not like digging the composition. Like for example, the one when she's sitting on the chair. You can see like her legs are a little bit cropped when the other one are, you can see it, you know. So I don't know, like this one on the wall, like the second one is, as you said, guys, the best for sure. Yeah,
this is a solid frame. This is my favorite of the three.
Yeah
Great.
Good job. So
nice work, Austin.
Let's go to the next. So let me try to find Clements.
He wanted to wait. Hold on. Austin wanted to critique his street photography. Not the let's go to one of his street photos. Okay. Not this next one. That's still a portrait as well.
Okay.
Let's scroll. I like this one here in the middle with this guy smoking the cigarette as he's getting caught.
Yeah.
This is a good photo. It's in Atlanta. Okay, well, I like this image a lot. I like the moment. I think it's pretty dope. The images I don't like when people know that I shoot them, but I only like it when they catch me shooting them. I try not to ask for too much post photos, but one thing that I always say about images like this is like, clean up the frame. Like the FedEx thing in the background, that dates your images. And I think you want to go for something a little bit more timeless. And when I see trucks, unless you use the color and all those things, I've seen it work. But for this photo, I find that big white blob to be a little distracting. And it dates the image. You know, whereas if you just got this guy, nobody would know really the time period because he's not wearing anything that can date him either. So this is the type of subject that I look for when I shoot street. What do you guys think?
No, I mean, as you said, I mean, it looks also like the kind of picture you would have taken in Baltimore, the one you like, and it seems very like authentic for sure. There's nothing very like pose about it, and I like that. Maybe closer would have been better, but again, it's hard to take picture like that for sure. But yeah, for me, I would have like to see his face a little like closer and better, maybe. I think. And I agree about the FedEx. What you said, it's better to compose and try to make that picture like without any indication of time and space. It looks, it's older, right?
Somebody said in 20 years the FedEx truck will look cool. Fair enough.
But no, it's an interesting picture for sure. Yeah, I like it. It's natural. It's authentic. It smells the street. Yeah.
I also think it looks very natural, and it kind of looks exactly how it will look like if I would walk the street and look to my right, and I would catch a stranger's eye, and we have eye contact. This is exactly how it feels when looking at this photo. So I like it for that. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I agree with you. I don't mind the FedEx bus, and I don't mind to have anything that suggests the time. But I think overall it's nice composition. The moment is nice. Maybe I would also prefer it a little bit tighter, the crop, but not much.
Sorry, just one thing. Someone said, Samuel, you should create a hashtag on Instagram. So basically, it could be easier for us to identify.
Yeah,
links.
sorry for everyone who is who is joining now, and now of course I can't go through all your links, and today is just like a test critique session. We won't do this like this again. We might make a separate section where we do this again with the live chat, but I will probably create a hashtag, or maybe I can make something on my website so you can submit your work directly. Yeah, because I know it's a kind of a mess right now, so sorry for that.
We're learning as we go.
Okay, good. Let's move on. So you got 2 critiques here, Austin, your portrait work and your street work. So now we haven't opened Clement's link, right?
Not yet.
I have to find it again. So here I found.
It's definitely gone.
Did he send us the link again? Yeah. No.
Yeah, he did, but it's higher up, right under Austin Tanksley.
So, okay, interesting. So this is from Clement or Clément, I don't know. So
let's see. It's Clément, yeah. It's definitely
French.
Yeah, it's a French guy. Yeah.
Clément, bonsoir Clément.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Yeah, really nice little moment here. This is a typical scene you see on a long train ride. Yeah, interesting detail. I like the composition. Nothing feels off here. I don't know what else to say. Just maybe.
I like this. I like the tones a lot. I think it's really nice. It tells a good story. I like his hand gesture on this, and it actually reminds me of a Saul Leiter image. I don't know if you guys know the one of.
Yes. Yeah. I was thinking of the same thing. Yeah, you're right, Jason.
Yeah. It's the foot. It's a picture of a foot resting on the chair across, but the guy's in a suit. I really like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, really good composition here. It's nothing, because everything has its own place. You know, nothing is. So there are no lines that are like crossing each other. It feels really in place, everything. Even the hole in the top corner.
I also like the fact that the chair is in a way almost disappearing. You know what I mean? Like the lights you can see in the front. I like the fact that it's just disappearing in the shadows, and only the hands stand out on the books.
Yeah, it's a nice contrast.
This is very, very nice. Yeah.
But this is the type of image that speaks to me too, because this shows someone that is like not leaving their camera at home. You know, I keep a camera on me everywhere I go, and this is obviously like on your commute, and I respect that, and I love that when someone is always looking, always observing, because that's where you should be with your photography. You know, you should kind of you start to see differently, and it's something as simple as a commute. A nice, beautiful photo can come from it.
He even posted a little poem with this photo. So, yeah, great job. I really like it. I think this is a really strong one.
Nice job. Bien joué.
What did you say?
I said, basically, nice job. Well done.
Okay. In French, or what?
French.
What does good job in French mean?
Good job?
Good job or nice job?
Nice job, like bien joué seems like the right way to say it. You
know? Let's look at Sammy Nasufa. Sorry, brother. Sammy.
Where is he?
He just posted 3 up. He's been posting for a while. I've had my eye on you, Sammy.
Okay. He just posted.
Nasuvovsky.
Is it the recent chat?
Yeah, it's in the live chat. He's about 7 now, like about 9 people up.
Okay, I have it. Now notice me, he wrote.
He's been writing for a while.
Okay. So,
Rico GR2.
Oh, shame on you. There's one eye missing. No. I actually have my old GR back, so Bello gave it back to me. Okay.
Oh, I see you shooting with your excellent to that.
Matvias said like bien joué is well played. He's right. Like well played in French is bien joué, so it's well played.
Okay.
That's basically, yeah.
Yes. Let's click this first image. I love this.
The first one? Yeah.
Oh, I like these.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's a hell of an expression. I will say, I wish he wasn't wearing the mic on him.
Oh.
I wish this person was just walking around.
Is that the mic? Yeah.
It looks like a mic or something like that. Like maybe he's an actor on set. This could be some BTS, possibly.
Interesting.
I mean, this is a great expression. It's catching people like this is kind of the stuff that I love. His brow is so intense, and the texture on the wall is great. Show what's going on the left side. There's some tonality here that's kind of trippy on his left side of his shoulder. It seems a little bit darker. I don't know if that's some burning, like dodge and burning going on here.
Yeah, it could be.
But it is a photo.
I don't know what to say, because
this is the
I also like
it's timeless.
it's timeless, and I like the expression, and this is his expression is the whole image, I think. So the rest is not that important. So I might even maybe make a tighter crop, because also on the right side, his clothes have almost the same color as the wall. It's kind of there's no separation, which might be because of the sun. The wall seems interesting. Like I would like to see more of the wall, maybe, or just the headshot. But I don't know. The rest isn't really giving me much. Only
I have to disagree on that one.
Yeah?
I like the head. But I also like the fact that, I mean, as like Jason said, maybe, I mean, I like the triangle shape. You know, it's almost how do you say that? A mirror his head in a way. There's like a interesting shape between the triangle of his, you know, like
cardigan.
Yes, thank you. And his head, I like that. It's interesting.
Yeah, I like what he's wearing. That's why I only said I wish the mic didn't date it, because again, this photo could have been taken at any time. And
You're right. It's hard to say that if he was like now in the 70s or in the 60s. And of course, his expression is very, very strong, very interesting.
Yeah. Solid photo.
Nice. Yeah. Well done, Sammy.
Good job, Sammy.
So again, if you were
keep shooting with the GR.
Even better.
Keep the GR legacy alive.
Keep hunting expressions. Those are great. I love
it. Here's a Russian person donating 20 rubies, probably. Thank you for the donation, but there's no link. I will just quickly mention here some of the super chats that have no links, because here's a Japanese person, and I should probably read this. I'm not so good at reading kanjis, but he is saying, Ohayo gozaimasu, itsumo subarashii douga tanoshimi ni shitemasu. So he says, good morning, and he's always enjoying my videos. So thank you, Okita-san, and yeah, これからもよろしくお願いします。So, who should we do next?
You want to check Matvias, maybe? He's like checking a lot. Matvias?
Let's try Matvias. Okay. I think we follow each other as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I see him, but it's just a comment. I don't see a link right now.
I think he put his like Instagram like many times, I think, in the chat. Let me see. Matt, if you can like hear us, can you put it again, please? It's okay.
Is there no search function here? Maybe yeah, I can try to find him. No, it doesn't work. Oh.
All right, let's grab. Oh, I found it. Let me see if I.
Wait.
How do I send it to you? I send it to you in our chat.
In our Skype chat.
Yes.
Okay, I closed it. So wait.
There it is. Oh no, never mind. Don't do that. That's the link to the live chat. That echo will be back in 2 seconds. Oh, he just sent it again. Oh no, he didn't.
He said here it is, but I don't see the link. Oh, here now. Okay. So, boom. So this is Matt. Mattis. Wow. I would love.
What you said. Oh yeah, it's from Amsterdam.
Yes, sir. Matt selling prints.
Okay, I see why. Because they're really. Can you say hangable? Hangable.
Yes.
Yeah, nice set of images.
Fuji, right? Fuji film. Fuji camera. In the Fuji family.
Yeah, that's still okay. It's still allowed here on my channel.
All right. But nice use of colors. Like,
yeah.
You never answered my question. You never answered my question about the Ricoh GR3.
Who? Oh yeah. I wanted to reply to you today because I commented on your video and then I remembered that you commented on my video and I haven't replied yet. What was the question again? Oh, I will do it later. Okay.
Okay. Before we review his, I'd like to know, since we're talking about the Ricoh GR so much, do you feel like not having an EVF and essentially having a camera that feels like a cell phone, and this is no hate to anybody else, because I have an X70, I have one somewhere around here. I feel like my composition gets lazy because I'm using something again as I would with a phone.
This could be in your case maybe, but I think there's a transition time if you shoot viewfinder a lot and then you switch to LCD only. It will take a while to adjust. And I had a similar question on my video, and there was a guy saying something similar. He felt like it was not genuine enough or doesn't feel real to him to shoot only with the LCD. But my point was that it has benefits to use the LCD and it has benefits to use the viewfinder, and to know in what kind of situation you would choose one over the other is, I think, the important part. Because for me, if I shoot only on the LCD, there's one specific benefit for me personally, and that is that if I shoot a picture of someone, then I'm looking down on my camera, but I can look this person in the eye and smile, and he or she will see me like face to face without any camera between us, you know? Of course, I have my camera in my hand, but because I have my camera not in my face, this person is not focusing too much on the camera itself. So for me, it's really easy to get candid shots that way, because I can focus the attention to my face, to my gestures, and I'm often just smiling or say like thank you, or I don't know, say something, and then they don't even realize I take a photo of them. But when I use the viewfinder, even though I use a rangefinder style camera, there's still this camera between us, and I often see people following my camera when I'm putting down my camera, you know, after the shot. And then they can't really talk to me because they're like trying to figuring out like what happened, and they're looking at my camera because I had it on, you know, near my eye, and so they're following my camera when I put it down, and then it kind of creates a more stressful or more anxiety between us. I don't know, maybe some distrust. Whereas the LCD, because it's kind of like shooting a cell phone or smartphone picture, it's just less intimidating. And in terms of framing, I think you can still frame the same way as the viewfinder, but it's more distracting because you are not like in this box, you know, and looking outside the world, but you are in the world and looking at a small frame. So if you use the viewfinder, I love to use the viewfinder whenever I can, because I feel like I have so much time, you know, I'm in my little world, and then I feel like you know, Henri Cartier-Bresson or some legend. And when I use the LCD, I also feel sometimes like I'm just doing snapshots, but I know that it can be beneficial to give up this image that you are just a snap shooter, but you can still take your time and look at the LCD. I think there are benefits to both, so that's why I can't decide. I have both cameras now with me every day.
Okay. Well, I'll ask you in a few months when you've shot more with it, which one you think you take better pictures on. I think that'll be the ultimate question.
But I also shoot a lot on the LCD with the X100F, so it didn't take much time adjustment time for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to Matt's work here. Let's pick the first image.
Maybe we can ask him if there's like a specific picture he wants us to like take a look to review, or not review, but take a look at.
Matt, if you want us to review a specific image of yours, let us know.
See.
I think the first one is not my favorite. I think there are a little bit more interesting ones.
I think you have like stronger image for sure. Let's see, nothing yet. Okay, maybe just choose one and it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, he does a lot with silhouettes and shadows, which is always fun in a city with good light. Which one should we choose? I really like these ones.
Wait, he sent one.
Oh, it's a selfie.
Photos, actually.
No, but
oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I just like the texture.
Beautiful selfie.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I mean, very lighter, very the framing, the composition.
He sent us a new link. So he wants us to look at this.
I love it. The colors, the framing, the strong shadow in the pink, the lips. The details are very interesting and abstract. The end also, the shadow going like near the end. That's well composed and I like it.
Really good timing.
Very good timing indeed.
Yeah, the silhouette of the subject probably wouldn't have worked if it were a little to the left or too far to the right.
Yeah,
the separation between the face and the hand, it's great.
You're right. Yeah, for sure.
Good moment, definitely.
How do you call the? I don't know English. Like the light on the what can I say? Down like in the first part of the image. The glare, exactly. I like the glare, exactly. I like the subtle glare. You know, just like that. It's it looks very good.
Yeah, this looks great. This is great execution. These type of photos are difficult for me. I want to shoot this type of stuff. I'm assuming this is probably like the 35, so 50 millimeter equivalent and up to compress those scenes. But balancing this chaoticness of reflections and background and foreground and the glare, it's very difficult. So props to anybody that can take this type of photo. I always find these really impressive.
Yeah.
Well done, Matt.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
I'd like to also try more stuff like that, but I don't have a long lens or long enough lens. But I enjoy looking at stuff like that.
You should get the TCL for the Ricoh.
Yeah, I saw that people tried to put it on the Ricoh. Yeah, so it's seemed to work, or maybe it was the wide angle adapter. There's a.
But you had a nice TCL for your X100F. What happened?
The TCL. I ditched that mother. No. Yeah, I sold it, but I just wasn't using it anymore. Oh my God, so many comments.
Thanks for sending, Matt. Let's get another person in here.
See you, Matt. Thank you. It's very well done, man.
Oh, it's hard to choose. I wish I could open all of.
So many choices.
I wish I could.
Also, while this is going on, guys, if you could think of some themes for our next one, and we're going to have you guys shoot the same thing. Probably at the end, we'll ask you to post some of those themes and ideas in here, and we'll select one, and that'll be the next live stream. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Please give us any themes to work on.
Yeah, think on it for the end of this chat, so we can get some inspiration for our next one.
Yeah.
Why don't we? Who are we going with next? I was gonna say Matthew. He's been spamming us for a while.
Yeah. I think you can be a good candidate. I think he's tried like.
I just saw his comment. Theme? Question mark? Check out my stuff.
That's the theme. Look at my work.
Yeah, it's from Montreal, I think. I'm not sure, but I think it's from Montreal.
Very clever comment, so you won.
Oh, I like this. It's really obscure the absurdity. This is fun. This is cool.
All right. I will quickly go through his feed.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say one thing with this. You have such strong photos, and the first 5 on your profile are really strong images, but they all look like they were shot by different people.
Yeah.
I think that's like a major thing. I mean, I don't know if that's even something you care about, or if you're trying in your path to making your work more cohesive, you should think about those kinds of things. There is a period to figure this out, and what kind of color grading you want to use, who you like to shoot, what you like to shoot. But from an Instagram perspective and trying to create a gallery, if someone scrolls through, the first thing they're going to do is kind of roll and see how all over the place this layout is, and probably skip it. You know what I mean? Even though there's some beautiful images in here, some very serious gems. So I would just think about that. You know what I mean? What is it that you actually love to shoot, and kind of curate towards that direction.
I agree.
Because you're
yeah, I agree. I mean, it's as you said, there's some strong work there, but it's like a sense of cohesiveness, as you said.
See, this is all very cohesive though. Down there, that was like gorgeous. All the colors.
Let me check.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. I mean, he's trying like for some black and white work, and we also went through that. And for sure, it's it takes some time to get, I suppose, to a place when you have a nice flow and it's all visually like, for sure, like cohesive and appealing. But as you said, like before, there was some kind of cohesiveness to it.
Yes.
The black and white kind of, how can I say, change that basically. So, but also there's some, let me see, product shot, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, of course, it's easier said than done, right? Because to find your own style, this is what we all want to do eventually. And I think it's totally fine if you're still unsure, or maybe you don't know exactly what your style is. And a lot of people are in this phase. And I still think that I'm also progressing and changing my style over time. But I think just the main, my main advice would be to just keep on going and shoot a hell of a lot. So, and then the more you shoot, the more your preferences will come out, and you get a more of a good feel about your work. And because, like Jason said, I find this feed also quite all over the place, because some images go really well together, like even this one here, these 4, or I mean this series, because they have all maybe it's the same location, but kind of you know that this is all from the same photographer, but then you have some that like if you're here in the beginning, like here, this could be from 6 different photographers, and yeah. So
yeah, one thing I tell my brother when he shoots is, there's portrait stuff. I shoot a lot of portrait stuff, and I don't really post it on my Instagram because it bothers me how it breaks up the cohesiveness of my street work. But sometimes I feel like, the B-roll is really good for stories. That's something you consider, you know what I mean? If it's something that you just want to show, like a camera, if you want to keep your Instagram looking consistent to draw in more followers, then you probably shouldn't post a picture of a camera in the middle of your feed. That would be a good story bit, you know what I mean? And that's great for the highlights as well, if you want to show people what you're showing.
Yeah. Also, I think there are some private photos in his stream from maybe traveling or family stuff.
Yes.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing. And it looks like he's a student. And but if you are really working on your Instagram feed to make it, to let it grow, I don't know, to gain a more recognition, then you should also start thinking about a theme for your Instagram feed. Like if it's street photography, then it should only be street photography. And like Jason said, you can always post like private stuff or other stuff, portrait work in the Instagram story. But I see a lot of very good photographer mixing like private shots with their professional work, and this can work if you're already like an established photographer who everyone wants to see your private life. But for someone who comes from the outside and doesn't know your work, it might look at first glance like a bit unprofessional, but it depends on what your ambitions are, because you are still a student, like you say here. So this could be also your showing your progression. This also could be interesting to follow your work and see how you progress. And I always see my feed, for example, as a timeline of my style evolving always, because sometimes I have a color phase, and right now I'm in the monochrome phase again. So I think that's totally fine if you experiment. That's all I can say. I mean, we can go into some single images, but I think we discussed some very good points here that probably help him much more than going into detail.
Yeah, it's gonna help him overall, I think. And agree. The same thing. He definitely has a good eye, but it's very hard to really like see one picture when I can see some kind of, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's like showing his camera, and then you have like something that seems very like marketing stuff, and other ones is like more like trip, and it's cool. But I mean, we went to the same road, and at one point it's good to also consider like having more like organized, I would say, like a flow basically. Myself, I'm not a big fan and user of stories, but I think it's good to, if you want to show something that's not very like relevant to your current feed, you can show it on the story, and it works perfectly. So
I want to point out here from Matt, who we critiqued earlier. He said he can recommend the app Unum, or it's UNUM. And I'm also using this app for my Instagram. So you can organize your feed and how do you say it? You can pre-layout your Instagram feed, so you can see how your feed will look like in the future, and this could help a lot with building like like an organized Instagram feed.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt because I don't follow my own advice. My Instagram's a mess, so it just depends on what you want, you know.
Yeah, you back it up by your style, but because you can see like, oh, okay, it's Jason's feed, so.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Of course. All right. Yeah, let's go to the next one. A few friends of mine also wanted to join, and I would love to also highlight them, but I can't see them now. Okay, let's pick someone here randomly. I will just click on any link. Chuck. So, another guy from Toronto.
Toronto.
I should make a whole series titled Slaves of the Screen.
That represents Toronto. Yeah.
Don't do that.
I would
Don't do that.
I would love to know. Yeah, I would love to know how many photographers are working on a project like this. You know,
people smoking cigarettes and people on their cell phones.
Because some,
I would say.
No,
sorry, go ahead.
Say it.
I mean, this is an interesting frame. The only thing that's not interesting about it is her cell phone. So imagine this is a pano, and just cut it straight down the middle with all of those heads. And it's kind of, I don't know, I'm really intrigued by that line. You've captured all their heads perfectly right in that middle space. It's interesting that she is on her cell phone, but I actually just like the symmetry of how they're all aligned in that grouping like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool to me. But her on her phone, it makes the photo because she's dead smack in the center and she's wearing red. So that really pops it out. Because it also calls attention to the fact that everybody's in blue, grays, and black around her.
Yeah, in a way, it kind of does make her special again. But I think he wanted to give a statement that everyone is a slave to the screen. But because she wears red, she's kind of like a unicorn in this scene, you know. So
yeah.
Honestly, I feel that I maybe almost would have liked to see the picture in black and white, because for me it's not like so much the color, but it would have been maybe in white, I suppose, in black and white, and maybe having the light from the phone on her face or something. I like the fact that we can see the crowd everywhere, and as we said with Jason, it's not always a good thing to be perfectly, clean. I like that. It seems very like tactile, and we can be in that moment, that crowd. I don't know. I think black and white would be interesting. I don't know.
Samuel is getting.
Yeah, I mean, we could just look at it.
Okay, let's do it in black and white first, but we should also crop it to see what that panel would look like.
Sure.
Yeah, I would love to just fiddle a bit with the contrast. This is just sorry if I.
Nice little S curve. Yeah.
This is my secret, guys. So.
Guys, take a picture of this curve.
Yeah, screenshot it. You want to crop it, Jason?
I would like to see it in just a pano.
A pano, yeah.
So just before their heads.
You mean like
a little, a little bit.
Too much?
Well, you can go up on the bottom. So I want this guy's glasses on the frame. Yeah, that's it. That's good.
Okay.
And then we can pull that up a little bit to her elbow.
Okay. It's almost like the cinema
Let's
scope.
just see. Yeah. It's cinematic. I mean, this is a hard photo to take. I mean, to compose something this chaotic, and still get something this striking that makes you want to like stare at all these people. It's pretty good. I also love that the two faces right in the center are almost touching. You know, that guy's so creepy and menacing. His nose coming in with his lips there.
That's right.
That's good. Yeah, for sure. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, it might be too much headspace, but I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice street scene that everyone can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do I go back?
You can feel the tension.
Yeah. So, where is my screen?
So what do you think of the black and white? What do you think of the change?
I think it works in black and white, but I also love the fact that she's the only one in red. So I think that's kind of cool to call that out.
I agree. Yeah.
I kind of lost the browser. I don't know why, but I don't have. Oh, I know why.
Is this it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we should move on.
Yeah.
But
we're 2 hours in.
Yeah. But we had a lot of difficulties today.
Let's do 3 more. How about 3 more? And then we'll talk about what we're going to do next. Because Game of Thrones is tonight.
Oh, yeah. When is it? Because I don't want to keep you guys here if you prefer to watch that instead.
It's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's it. That's in another 3 hours.
Okay,
so I think we have time.
I haven't watched any episodes, or I don't know what I'm missing. So I can stay, but you guys can leave if you want to.
You're gonna be here in another 3 hours. I'll rejoin once it's over.
Okay, I just clicked randomly to.
Tempo, thank you for the kind words, brother. I really appreciate that. Tempo story, thank you. I'm trying to reply to people, but I think my keyboard's dying. It's doing that weird thing.
I can't really focus on the chat, but.
So many things.
Oh, I know this photo.
Yeah, I like it also. But we should definitely do a hashtag.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chrome Cross Street. Oh, we follow each other too. What's up?
This is this person actually uses this as his profile photo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see the feed, but I will go back to the image. Oh, he's using the X100F. Good boy.
It's a sign, man.
Huh?
It's a sign. I think the X100F, you know how good it is. So I think
it's a subliminal message for me.
You know what I mean?
To go back to my X100.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, wait. Can we go back 1 second? That one of the guys sitting in front of the light box.
This one.
One more.
Oh,
up. Okay. One more row up. Yeah, to the left, right here.
Okay.
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Yeah,
really moody, moody photographies. Photographs.
Photography.
I can't speak.
Look at this cheese in the right corner.
Streak on the right corner.
The chair. So the next light box to the right.
Yeah. It looks like a painting.
I mean, wow.
Very cool.
It's beautiful. This is it's like a darker William Eggleston. You know what I mean? Like, I love photos that have. See, this is another thing. I know I'm saying all photos are hard to take. Photos are hard to take, but this is especially difficult to capture a photo that feels like it has the essence of a person in it. It's as if somebody just got out of that chair and walked away, and there's like there's a vibe still sitting there or something. You know, there's an energy about this that makes you think about the people that are in this space, and I love images like this.
I agree. I have a lot of respect for like photographers that can really take a picture of an object or anything, and because of the way they compose and use the light, it seems almost, as you said, haunting and alive. There's something, an energy coming out of the picture, and this is the case. So, wow, I really like this work. Very interesting.
Yeah,
gorgeous. This photo, I'll let you start, Sammy. This is a great one.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the text above the door, of course it's real, right? But it looks like he placed it in the picture with Photoshop or something, because it's like so bright. But I think I can see the corners or the of the sign. Really nice minimalistic black and white photo. I really like the fact that he is silhouetted and you cannot really see his face, but you see exactly what he's doing. I
like the impression of almost infinity behind him. Like it's like in a like crystallized, you know, like some like a moment in time, basically. And I agree about the entrance. I wasn't sure if it was something he had or something
it looks
that
like it,
was there.
My guess is it's not, because it's
it
is an entrance.
Yeah, from his book. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. But of infinity, I really like that.
It looks also highly compressed because he's using a very telephoto lens, or very long lens, it looks like. Yeah, but this kind of photography, does work really well with a long lens, and
the
makes sense.
Of the guy, the posture, the what he's doing, and I can already like hear the, you know, like the how do you say, the brush? No, how do you say, the broom? Broom. The broom on the floor. It's very nicely composed and timeless. It can be in the early 30s, it doesn't matter. It's well done.
Yes, precisely. And his hair, it looks like he's wearing one of those old school like line chef hats, you know, like a white one. It's definitely his hair, but like everything about this makes me think about like you just said, some like old timey photo. But that just goes to cleaning up your frames, and this is he's doing that. Just that in this image, and that's what's so great about it.
Yeah, it's a really timeless image. So very good, very well done.
What's the name of the gentleman? Do we know his name?
Chrome Across the Street.
Chrome Across the Street. Okay, that's a follow right there.
So who should we pick next?
They're all coming through.
Yeah. I'm looking for some familiar names, but maybe that's not fair. I just should just choose someone.
I mean, what is fair? No, it's okay. I mean, it's just.
How about Fabian? Fabian Schuler. He's got one line. He keeps saying, "How about some color?"
Okay,
you're right. Fabian.
Fabian Schuler. Good. So. Oh, what's this? A website?
No, it's like how do you call that? An upload website.
So based on his name, he is also a German guy. So was geht ab? And here it says this is a photo booth. So people go in there to take photos of themselves. And so the story is probably that these three girls here are waiting to go inside. Maybe there's someone inside and they're waiting for their turn, or they're about to enter. But they look really relaxed, so my guess is they're waiting.
I think my favorite thing about this photo is the colors. Obviously he said, how about some color? So good job on the colors, definitely. The text of the photo booth is really well balanced in this photo, but the subjects aren't. So it's it kind of feels, something about it feels a little off. Like I want people to be a little bit more over to the left. The black definitely helps to balance it, but it seems like a little bit of a senseless amount of negative space. It doesn't need to be there, you know, like you could have probably just gotten a little bit closer and achieved this look and made your subjects a little bit more the attention of the frame. That's probably my only critique. Negative space without a real purpose.
Yeah, he just said it's Berlin, Warschauer Straße. Berlin is very nice for street photography. So much better than Hamburg, in my opinion. But
I want to go there. Actually, I really want to go to Berlin someday.
I lost my video feed. Okay, I'm back.
Also, her face is almost getting a double reflection there. I wish there was an emphasis on that. That would have been really, really cool. And even this could have been a vertical and that would have been nice too.
Yeah, right. Because
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can see the double reflection. Yeah, it would have been interesting if like the sign photo automat, if the ladies they also had their face in how can you say some kind of shadow also in a way, but that's not possible because they're like looking at the sun. But yeah, the colors are pretty nice, but I think there's so many things going on. I'm not very sure. I don't see any kind of how can I say like geometry or anything like that. So it's nice, but I'm not sure about the intent for the composition. Or,
I saw an earlier post of him. He says, "Hey Samuel, I'm a beginner. I think this is the best picture I've taken so far, and I would really like an opinion on it. And P.S. some tips for street photography." So as a beginner, I think this is quite strong. If you're just a beginner, because you, or what do you guys think? I think as a beginner, I think it's
for sure it's
quite nice.
I think it's a nice frame. Like if there was more photos to support this, then I would be like, yeah, this is a strong aesthetic. But if this is just one of one, it's a little bit harder because the color is nice.
Yeah.
So if you were shooting, you know, it almost seems intentional that the sky is that blue and she's got the red glasses with the red pants and the red automat, the blue shirt on the right. But then there's things like this random guy in the right corner of the frame walking towards the camera that, I don't know, that doesn't really need to be there. And just 2 seconds before you take those type of frames, if you want to isolate someone, if you would have just crouched down, you know, a little squat, this shoulder would have covered that guy's face. So you would have had less subjects in your frame, you know, or this guy bending over in the middle of the image. I think certain things like that, they just add noise to a photo. So when people say shoot with intention, that's what it means, to actually consider everything you're putting in the frame, because that is what photography is. These people don't need to be in there and you could easily hide them.
So, like 100% agree with Jason on that. I think that the colors, like the contrast, I can see the intent into that, but for the subjects, I can't. And because there's like, as you said, there's so many details and people outside of colors. I don't see very much. I can see what you want to express. Yeah, outside of colors. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, many in the comments agree with what you are saying. The colors are nice, but composition is not quite there, and I agree. I also think that the guy on the right is not really necessary. So I think we can sum it up by, really nice colors. With some changes in the composition, and also again, I kind of miss a bit of a story here. It's, you know, it's a simple and obvious story, but it's not a story that draws much attention. So I think that there's more potential here in this scene. That's all I can say.
Keep shooting, for sure. Keep shooting and try to work on your intent. And you have the colors, you have like for sure the eye for that. So just keep shooting, man.
I see a lot of people from Berlin here in the chat. Wait a minute.
Shall we do the next?
Yeah. So. Kalle die Kralle. Another one from Berlin. And I think I chose him because did we met maybe in Berlin? Or are you part of the Berlin street photography collective? Because I think we exchanged some messages. So this is Berlin, guys. No, I really like this kind of photography that is happening in Germany, because we have the people who shoot really clean geometric urban landscapes, and then the contrast to that is shots like this, really snapshot aesthetic and yeah, interesting people. Like, what's going on here? This
is great. Yeah,
this is interesting.
I look.
My
I think
goodness.
this looks also like he's shooting on film. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. This is like Gary Winogrand. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to be in the right place at the right time. And looking at this, I'm just like, dude, what is your life? Where are you? You know what I mean? Like, how do you catch this many absurd moments? It's kind of unreal.
But you know what? This is Berlin. It's really. I mean, I don't live in Berlin, but the few days I spend in Berlin, I always find something absurd, and I can imagine that you see stuff like that very often.
Yeah, this is great. I love it. Wow, dude.
Oh, nice.
Very special.
Oh yeah, I recognized this photo here. I was at their first collective exhibition, the opening party, and this photo was one of them, I think. No, in Berlin we have a new street photography collective, and they just started last year. And yeah, they all shoot kind of like in this style, very raw, and most of them shoot on film. Really interesting, because we have another more known street photography collective, the Berlin 1020. But I don't think that. So these are the older guys, you know, the old guys, and this new photography collective is like the new generation, and you really see it like in the images. It's really
very raw.
Yeah, it's really raw.
So there's a lot going on in Berlin right now, which I'm finding really exciting, because in Hamburg there's not much going on in terms of street photography. We have a few that do their own thing, but not really on this level. Like, there's no one on the street every day. I mean, a very few.
Yeah.
And I feel like
make a book, bro. I would buy it. Absolutely. Yeah. This is ready for a book. Yeah.
Now I really want to go to Berlin. You know, I was already hyped about it, but that's another world. You know, wow, that's very interesting.
All right. So we didn't get into a specific image, but I think we agree that
overall
we love his feet.
Yeah, strong.
Can we just click this one of the bird real quick before we go?
Okay, this one on the top left. Yeah.
Yeah. What the actual fuck is going on here? Like, what is this?
I don't know.
It's crazy. I love it. This is a great photo. It makes you ask so many questions. Why is he holding this bird?
Right.
Why is his fingers that close to its butt? Like, what?
Yeah, that's a good point, because a lot of these images raises questions. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it's supposed to do, right? Well, hopefully, if you're shooting good, it'll raise some questions.
This one is nice also, yeah. Wow.
Fantastic.
All right, good job. Let's go to the next.
We've got somebody talking about their super chat in all caps. Have you hit all the super chatters? We did like 4 regular.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Who's saying that? Because maybe it's the same person.
Trent Patterson.
Yeah, I think we missed him, but I thought we did him, but maybe we didn't. Can you post your link again? Because I can't go back.
It's super close. It's right there. It's like 10 above.
Oh, okay, I saw it. Sorry, Trent. Sorry, and thank you for your patience. Oh wow. Okay, first I thought this is like the building is falling down because of the crooked angle.
Mhm.
But then I realized it's just, I mean, the building is they are tearing it down, but it's not as dramatic as it looks at first. So I needed to adjust a bit to realize it's not like really falling down. But you got me.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like it though. It's great the way the perspective to frame it.
Yeah, it really makes it more dramatic.
Mhm.
Yeah, and again, the sense of scales. That's something that I really like. When you see the guy just looking up, you can see the arm of the machine and things falling down. It's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because the arm, it looks like it is pulling the whole image down, or to the side, to the right.
Yeah, like ripping the image. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, I would like to see some more shots. This is a scene that I probably would have worked for a while. Like for me, this is great. This tells a story, but it answers all the questions. So that's kind of an issue for me. I think stepping behind this construction worker, looking up at that rubble without the arm, or with the arm, just the edge of it, kind of would have isolated this frame nicely and been like a really epic shot of this guy watching as a building falls in front of him. Because again, like what you saw before this one, where, you know, it poses so many questions. This just, it kind of gives you all the answers.
I agree. Like putting the guy, like let's say, as you said, like inside the frame and closer to him, and seeing the thing falling down. It's almost like saying that. I mean, you can imagine like the guy's seeing his world rip apart of his life. Falling,
but his
falling
demeanor
also.
is so relaxed as well. Like, look at his body language. You know, he's kind of interesting the way he's seen this all before. You know, it's kind of he's so chill. So I think an emphasis on him with the destruction ahead of him would have been really cool.
That's a good point. Yeah, I agree.
But maybe you couldn't get that close. Maybe there's a barrier or something like that. You know, I know we only get what we can from these situations, and it's easy to say, oh, this could have happened or that could have happened. But for me, I always try to not show everything so that there is some mystery to the frame.
Yeah.
So that could be a useful advice.
Yeah, I don't know how I could make this better, because the angle really works here, and it totally got me. I was like, oh, what's happening? And then it's just the angle. But yeah, nice moment. And yeah, probably I would also work the scene maybe a bit more. Like, how far did they go? Like, did they really tear it down completely? Maybe there was a moment when everything really fell apart, and I don't know. But maybe you could do a series out of this image. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Trent, for submitting, and keep shooting.
Yeah.
So, let's go to the next one. Did I miss any super chats? Well, I think that was all. Okay, I will again pick someone randomly and just click here. So, I don't have a name, but let me check out his page, or his or her. Okay, so no name here. I will just call you Forospik. So this is Forospik Speed. This looks like this is from someone who is
just getting into street.
Yeah, and is maybe doing family portraits, weddings, and event photography and stuff like that. So maybe this is a street image, because he sent us this specific link. Cool reflection here. So this makes also it really abstract with the pattern here. I think the details are interesting in the reflection, but it kind of has not much feeling for me. I don't know how to maybe improve this.
I mean, it looks like someone transitioning or trying his hand at street photography, basically. So, yeah, I mean...
Oh, I know why, yeah. My guess is that the empty space on the left doesn't really add to the interest in this photograph, which is the reflection of the building itself. And I really like the little windows here, because some are really distorted and some are not. So maybe a crop, like just having, let me try to, I don't know, maybe
the lines, so it's more clean in a way. Maybe would have been stronger, maybe, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, the lines near the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that this isn't a super crop. This might be like a telephoto lens. So if somebody was walking by and there was a little bit of movement in this big negative space, I would have liked that a lot, because it does create a cool environment.
Yeah. I kind of love this part here, but is it you, Jason?
This is New York City,
yeah.
Baby. We can hear
hustle and bustle from New York City. Good. Yeah, no, I just took this screenshot here of this portion, because for me this is the most interesting part, just the patterns here, and I don't really feel like this empty space here adds much to it. Yeah, that's...
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm kind of like the fact that there was also some empty space, so you can really see the distortion, basically, see the difference. Personally, I would have kept the space, but maybe...
Or maybe even more space,
yeah,
right? A bit more space.
Yeah. Maybe crop it a little more. So, I mean, yeah. So you can really have that difference of clean window and distort element in it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Jason?
Yeah. Fill the negative space with people for street photography. You know, otherwise you're going into the architectural style of shooting, which, you know, it's cool if this is what you want to shoot, but if you want to get in the street, you gotta work for it just a little bit more with the people or the angles. So that would be my advice. You know, hold this spot down and wait for somebody to walk into your frame, and then fill the space.
In this case, it would be someone jumping off the window.
Yeah. Also, yeah, but also there's some foreground here, so if someone's closer to his lens, he can fill that negative space with the person.
Right. Well,
so this makes for a great background, but there needs to be something happening in the foreground.
Or if someone would be standing in front of a window here. Yeah.
In the window. Yeah, that would make this really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. But good start for if you're starting and getting into street photography. Yeah, maybe include some more people in the frame, or try to fill the frame would be the...
Shout out to Sire Roman in the chat.
Oh, there's Andrew Bryant. He's like a super chat. I think he said we missed it.
You missed mine, guys. Oh, yeah.
Andrew Bryant.
Yeah, can you repost your link, please? Because we cannot see it anymore. I don't know why we can't, but it gets lost here, unfortunately.
Yes, there's also like a Sire Roman. I don't know who it is, but he wants us to to critique his profile. Sire Roman. Do you know who it is?
Yeah, let's see his profile. Let's critique it. Let's roast him.
Okay.
Let's.
You got to send a link, Sire.
Is it a family member of you, Jason?
No, I have no clue who this guy is.
I don't know. Don't know him.
He's spamming the chat.
Link? But
I don't see a link. Okay, we could choose.
Yeah, let's continue with Andrew, because he resent his link. So thank you, Andrew, for the super chat. So Andrew Bryan from Brantford. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, monochrome. Only nine pictures. I really like the first one here because of this this hotspot here. I don't know why. Just because at the moment I'm shooting with my Pro Mist filter again, and I really dig this.
Oh, you get that nice glare. I mean that balloon.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I dig this photo. I would have waited for a better moment because it's actually kind of hard to make out what your subjects are doing, and that is important with this type of frame. Like it's really hard to tell what's going on between them. So if they're fixing a light, a nice shot of one of them with their head in there or their arms in there would have been really cool.
I would also step like a few steps to the right just to get them more inside this white space, because they're like almost touching this pattern here, and that would be maybe a bit more cleaner.
It would be nice to see the shape like clearly, like more. We can really see what they're doing, everything. But still, I like the shape, the geometry in it. You know, like the what do you say? The round element. Also, you can see all the square element. Not triangle. I don't know how to say that in English. Losange. I don't know how to call that. You know, like this. Diamond shape.
Diamond. Rockefeller.
Yeah, exactly. We can like feel the geometry, but I agree. Like it's so blown, I suppose. Like it's loses something, some clarity, But the line is nice. Also, the line is kind of nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like this photo a lot. The only thing I could say, like Sam said, is to isolate them a little bit more and not have them interrupt that background, but also waiting for a better gesture from these people would have been great.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. But
we got a link from Sire Roman if we want to.
Yeah, I saw it.
Let's roast the guy.
Let's roast him.
Which one is it?
Oh, Sire Roman.
Oh, did I copy the wrong one? No. Oh.
Yeah. Somebody told him to lube up. So you got.
So what should I do? Just type the name?
Type Project Roman in.
Okay. I think I know who it is, because I saw it in your story, I think. All right. So, Jason, you want to say something?
No. I mean, this is really amateur stuff, but no, I'm just No, this is great. I mean, this is great, but this is good. It's good work.
So who is he? Give us a little introduction.
This is my brother.
Okay.
He's just recently. That's a photo he took of me in my studio. But this is my brother. He recently got into photography.
Nice.
And now he's getting obsessed with it, and he's got a really, really cohesive style. I've threatened to break his camera a couple times.
Obsessed with Fuji, I see.
Yeah, it runs in the family. But yeah, let's critique his last photo. Let's see what he's got going on here. Oh, what do you guys think? I'll let you guys start it off.
When I was about to click on this photo, I actually thought maybe I prefer this one, because this, I mean, it's a nice silhouette, but it's kind of hiding too much. Like, we know that this person is looking at us, and this ladder here isn't, I mean, maybe it's a window cleaner, or I don't know, because we have no context here of the environment, and maybe it would be nice to see his whole body. Sorry, my cat is on my table. So it would be nice to see more of the environment, maybe just the floor, maybe standing on the roof, just something to give us more context, because now it's like too mysterious. Like if it's too mysterious to me, I tend to not care anymore. I need something to be a bit more curious, or just give us a bit more to see. Also, his pose is not like it's also not that interesting. If he would like stretch his arms or something, then maybe it could make it more interesting. So I don't have much to say. I think it's
no, that's good advice. Context is important with something like this. I think that I like the silhouette. It seems to be a theme in his work, shooting people with that kind of like backlight or something like that. For an image like this in particular, like you said, he could be a window cleaner, but we don't know that. I think there's some power lines behind him, so this kind of leads me to believe, you can see those black streaks at the bottom, that this might be just the sky or something like that. So whatever that is, it would be nice to know, because if this is just a ladder into the sky, that's kind of an interesting photo in the sense that like he's not really going anywhere. So why is this ladder pointed up at the So but without that context, it's really hard to say.
I feel the same. I mean, like the shadowy and it's a theme in his work, and it's interesting, but in that case, as you said, guys, it lacks some context. So I don't know. I would be interested to see the original frame, the original photo.
Because he was standing on a truck.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So he was taking the ladder down, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Someone says in the chat, it sucks. Just say it.
Wolf Flannels roasted him.
Yeah.
But I think that he definitely have like some stronger photo than this one. I suppose he was trying with this one like to get something, and it's interesting, but it's not the strongest photo he took.
I don't dislike it. I like the photo a lot. I just feel like it could. Yeah. I like it. It's abstract. You know what I mean? I do appreciate those type of images, but some context in it would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this kind of New York street portrait is dope. I love that. It feels like New York. You know what I mean? And the cropping on the reel is
this
nice.
Makes it even nicer. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the guy's attitude. It's good. It's really good.
Very New York, as you said. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. He's definitely talented, I have to say. For a beginner, this is really good.
Yeah. 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 It's troubling.
Troubling?
I mean, for a few months of shooting, it's a little disturbing, to be honest.
Okay, I see.
All right, who's next? Should we do a couple more and then we call it, or what? Because it's almost 7. We've done 3 hours now.
Yeah, I will definitely stop before it gets to 3 hours. So let's do maybe. Let's make it quick and do 5 more. Maybe we can do 5 more.
Okay.
I want to.
Okay.
First, I have to because the super chats are getting lost. Have to acknowledge here Michael Ho. Thank you for the 2 Australian dollars. And he says, "Hey guys," and I think this is his Instagram post feed. Let me open it up. And also, please, no more super chats, although I appreciate it, but I want to get to some of the links that were posted earlier. Sorry, my cat is crazy and playing.
Hilarious in the chat.
Yeah.
Someone said, I started shooting today.
You have to prove it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't. This is Michael. Yeah, Michael. How was it? I think. Yeah. So looks like he's shooting analog or digital or both. Yeah, really nice black and white. I really like the first one, and the third one as well, and this looks also very interesting. You definitely have a good eye for forms or yeah,
definitely.
It looks like you play a lot with shadows, which always works in black and white.
Beautiful.
Let's go to his first one. Again, we have this nice bloom of the backlight. Really love that. I also like here on the, I think this is some glass here over the bridge or in front of the bridge, which looks really dirty, but that makes it interesting again because we have this.
And the film is adding some grain to it.
And he also implemented a person here in the frame, which works really well. Kind of wished it would be more, maybe more, a bit more to the right. I don't know. It's good. I mean, it's not standing out.
Yeah, it's good because it's. I mean,
it shouldn't be. I think.
Yeah, his shadow could have been a little bit more in that negative area where that light is hitting. But the only thing I will say is subjects make the frame, and oh man, book bags just don't do it for me in photographs. Like, this is such an elegant, beautiful frame, and to have a guy in a book bag just implies that maybe he's a tourist. And I think if you would have waited, and sometimes it's a game, sometimes you have to wait an hour and a half until somebody in an interesting suit or a hat or a girl in a beautiful dress comes by that isn't holding shopping bags. Like, that's the name of the game, you know? So something as elegant as this is kind of, it doesn't destroy the photo, but the fact that he's got a backpack on it's a shame because it is such a beautiful frame.
I agree. It reminds me a little bit like the setting of, the Chinese photographer Fan O. There's something.
Yes.
It's something about it, like about the lights, the way it's hitting like the ground, and but as we said, because of the backpack, it's hurting a little bit like the subtlety and the elegance of the frame. Yeah, the rest is very, very nice.
Yeah, beautiful frame.
Yeah. Agree. Yeah, good job. Good job.
Good job.
Let's continue. And I want to...
No more backpacks.
With backpacks?
Oh, nothing.
I saw someone here who I think I need to give him a shout out. Because he's really consistent here in the chat. Wait a minute. I have to go into my settings here real quick.
Matthew Colho, that's the difference between a great photo and an okay one. You have to, everything has to come into play.
Yeah. Okay, so this, I think, this is Roman. He's a German guy. I think it's you, right? I don't know, but he offered me to lend me his Fuji X70 to do a comparison with the GR3, but I said I will wait to see if someone else is doing it, because I don't feel like doing comparisons anymore at this point, but maybe in the future. So so he sent us this photograph, and was shot with the XE2. This is an interesting aspect ratio. It looks like 16:9 with added letterbox. So because of that, it looks kind of cinematic, but also because we have a really bright spot in the frame. For me, this is, to be honest, kind of a boring scene. Because firstly, I cannot really see what they are doing. There's this one guy on the left is probably buying a drink, maybe. But this guy here on the front is blocking it, so I don't really get much of the story here. And then we have lots of people in the background, which suggests this could be maybe a street festival or some kind of public event. and would be nice. Okay, here it says drinks. It would be nice to have a bit more context of what kind of I don't know, maybe not even what kind of event, but also what's kind of turning me off is that almost everyone is turning their back towards us. Everyone is looking like not to us.
Honestly, I like the right side of the picture. I think it's the story is there. I'm not a big fan of the left side because I mean the shadowy people are on the right. Then you have two people talking, kind of exchanging something. So for me, like the cinematic and the story is there basically. So I would have maybe concentrate and crop on that side with the lights and the square, the diamond shape on top. It's distracting to have so much of space, of negative space, on the left side.
The silhouette on the far right, I think, works because it gives us some depth, but it feels kind of empty here on the left side.
Yeah. I mean, I think the main issue with this photograph is that there's no subject here. There's no attention to really anything. There's a hot spot, which is a highlight, which draws your eye, but then that hot spot is being cut off by another subject right in front of it. So it's not very clear what the intention or where's my eye supposed to go with this photograph? I don't really know. It's kind of a wide angle shot, and the street scene doesn't tell me where to look. So I don't know who the subject is. I don't know what the photo is trying to say. So it kind of gets lost. Like, even though the lights and all those things could be pretty, you still have to draw our eyes to something, or at least say something with the photograph. So I don't know. If you want to show us the street vendor, I think you should have took about 10 steps forward and made them the attention, and then show us the whole street. That would have been really nice. But these people in the front of the frame kind of obscure that too much, so it's hard to say.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
that would be like a scene in a movie, then like a slow panning shot from the left to the right or right to the left, or slider shot, then
absolutely.
Yeah, it would be.
Or just pushing forward, getting past these two people that are blocking the cook. That would be
True.
But as a still image, you need more to tell a story. I mean, okay, then 3 more and then we wrap it up. So I will just pick someone from the top. Adrian from Mexico. Another black and white shooter, or not? No. Yes.
Black and white's hot right now.
If you're not shooting black and white, you're not a street photographer, right? This is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like it.
Oh yeah,
the little interaction.
I like it. It should films.
Looks like film, yeah.
Yeah, this looks like film.
Okay, no?
I like the middle one of this guy. Cowboy hat on.
Yeah,
this is a great frame. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Because again, his mouth is kind of open. He's pointing at his food. The man's got like a soap container on top of this jug. He's drinking a Coke. There's so much going on here.
Yeah.
You're forced to say, what the hell is happening? It looks like he's eating, but why is he pointing at his food?
Yeah, right. It also looks like half of a frozen pizza.
Yeah, he's wrapping it from a Ziploc bag. Also, but why is there soap on top of this container? I don't. This is great. I really like
hands afterwards.
Yeah, it also tells a story about a neighborhood.
Yeah.
All of these photos. So this is great when someone
right.
shoots their environment and you can get a sense for place.
Very organic for sure. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Because I was. Did some of you guys ever went to Brazil?
No,
never been to Brazil.
Me neither.
No.
So that's why I think I find this really interesting, because they really give you a sense of the place, and
yeah, this definitely does that. It's really great.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah,
sense of place.
But I like the one with the pilot. Some like you showed one before. I really like this one also. Yeah, you can see the interaction, and it's kind of sweet depth of field, and the like how do you say, confrontation in a way, like both. You know, I like that. The lights, the guy also in the background, looking at it, the smile of the guy, also even the, you know, the you can see the face of someone on the left. In that case, I don't see it as a distraction. It's almost as the same shape as the hat of the pilot. You know what I mean? So it looks good also, with the nose and everything. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, let's check the next person.
Okay. I feel like we couldn't really give any advice here, but maybe that's not necessary.
Oh, I mean, I felt like we kind of did a profile review on him, but we can check out that first one.
Okay. You mean this one?
Yeah.
This one's hard for me. I think this out of the other ones is the other work is a lot stronger.
Agree.
You've already got your subjects kind of, you know, she also has this like really beautiful tonality, like of grays going on with her. And the fact that these like very large inky black subjects are in like breaking that line is kind of distracting. So I would have waited till they walked away at least. You know what I mean? Isolate your subjects a little more and don't let the lines kind of break into each other like that. I think that would have saved this photo a lot more.
Yeah, and also I'm not sure about the relation between the like the frame with like the Jesus face on the right side and the girl. Why showing that? I'm not sure about it's confusing me a little bit.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, because she looks like a tourist.
Yeah.
And I think if she isn't in the frame at all, it will still work, or maybe even work even better. Because then the attention is more drawn to the face and what's this here. Yeah. But it kind of looks like it could be a friend of this person that is just here in the frame. And then we have this covering of her shoes, which is kind of...
Yeah, the guy with the food was definitely, I agree, the great Vanzini. That was a fantastic frame. A lot of these are really strong.
Yeah. Very nice. Very candid, very powerful,
All right, let's move on. It's also hard to shoot film in such bright sunlight, right? I mean, I can only imagine. Or maybe it's not, because you have the sunny 16 rule and all that. Good. Who should we choose next? I read somewhere that someone said he also sent a super chat, but I can't verify or...
How about Balthazar? This guy looks cool. He's been posting a ton
I just
here.
Saw him. Okay. This looks interesting.
This is
very
gorgeous.
Dramatic.
Very dramatic. What a moment.
Indeed. Very cinematic.
The decisive moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is the story here? What is happening?
I mean, mother on the left is picking up something that she's upset that one of these kids have dropped.
Okay, yeah.
But the fact that we're seeing the mother's protectiveness, and it's her 3 daughters, I'm assuming it's her mother, and it looks like she's jumping to action. But these kids don't really have a care in the world.
Yeah.
You know, that motherhood like really comes through, that protective
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
she's actually protecting them from something. So there's like that kind of mother, like theme in it, and I like the light just going on the face of the, I don't know, not the baby, but the little guy, little girl, I don't know, little girl. I like that. It's nice, but again, as Jason said, I like the mother like stepping, into the frame in a way, and like making some tension in the frame also. I like that.
It's very dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. Can we just do a quick profile look just to see what else we got?
Of course.
Elamush.
Interesting profile pic.
This is good.
Yeah. Really. Is it he or she? Because we don't know. But this person goes really close to people.
Interesting. I didn't saw the picture. The profile picture is nice indeed. Where is he from, or she? I don't know.
Doesn't say. Maybe it's tagged somewhere. No.
Yeah. What's?
Okay.
I love it though. I love these moments.
Yeah.
It's another thing. Almost every single frame in this profile makes you want to ask questions. There's a couple that I probably wouldn't have stuck in here because some of them are so strong, like this one of the little girl on the right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me add something to this. I also like this very much. I feel like it's sometimes too tight, the framing, because I would love to see a little bit more here of this little girl in the hand, because we can barely see the action here. This is the only thing, and I just noticed it while watching seeing the other photographs, because they're really tightly framed, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, I just feel like it could be maybe it needs some more how do you say it, some air or some space for the eyes to rest. I don't know. But overall, really strong set of images. I mean, really
absolutely.
Yeah, good moments. Yeah, an interesting place.
Definitely, yeah.
Another world. Okay, let's do one more because it's almost 3 hours now. We have 10 more minutes. And I really don't want to go over 3 hours.
Yeah, and then maybe right after this one, we'll have everybody just throw some themes in the chat.
Yeah, exactly. We need some time for that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry for everyone who I couldn't showcase here. There are just too many, but we will do it again next month. And yeah, I will create a hashtag on Instagram, or for everyone who's not on Instagram, I will find another way. So, one more, and then we'll move on. It's hard to decide. I think I should.
There's like someone that posts a lot. It's a tempo of story.
I thought we did his already. Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, let's do tempo.
Oh, okay.
Tempo.
Persistence.
Yeah, because he was.
Yeah, it always does.
I said in the beginning, like, please don't spam the chat, but I think that's the only way to get recognized here. Okay, interesting. Oh, he or she created a folder just for this critique session. I appreciate that.
That's very cool.
Which one do you prefer, guys?
Okay.
Which one?
let's go through all of.
Maybe the one dead in the center, because you can see his face through the reflection, and that's probably the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I would say like either the first one or the one you just said, Jason.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that is leaning a little bit, you know. I like that you can't really see all his face in the first one. Yeah. No, I mean, no, this one is the one Jason talking about, but me, I
this
like
is the one I'm talking about.
Sorry. Yeah, first one of the file.
And you prefer this one?
Like that. I don't know. I like the fact that it's leaning a little bit. I like the movement also, you know. I like it.
I think there's too much space on the left side of the frame on this one.
Let me check. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. This is balanced nicely, and I do like that you can see this guy's face in the reflection. Because otherwise, if it's just the back of his head, it's kind of a like a loss for me, because it's kind of like a sneaky shot in the back of someone's head. It does have an atmosphere to it. It definitely creates an environment that's pretty nice. It might be the colors. This is interesting colors. It's like black and white, but it's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Blue and black.
You can do that inside the GR3, by the way. Not that I would suggest to do it, but it's just.
I'm not mad at it.
No.
I mean, if your entire profile looked like this is kind of cool.
Something that I really like about the one Jason pointed out is contrary to the first one, it's more isolated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first one you can see the publicity on top. On the left side, you can see a little bit of the rest of the bus, I guess, or the metro. I don't know, but that one is definitely more focused, and there's a nice how do you call that? Blurry, you know, in the front, and it works perfectly. Yeah, I agree. You're right, Jason. I prefer this.
The light is better in the one that you like, but if you go back to it, I would crop that to make it work more, because we got Facebook signs up top, we got advertisements in the top left, and then you got a poster in the left corner. So for me, that's
exactly. No, you're right. The light is better, but the one you pointed out is more focused. So I would go with that.
Yeah, he's also saying I'm new to photography, and he said I don't know how to decide. And he said...
And he likes blue.
Yes, he likes blue.
I couldn't figure that out. That's a surprise.
Yeah.
I like it. I dig it, man. If you like blue, explore it. Explore it, and not only just explore it in your editing, find things outside that are blue to shoot, you know? Play with that color without editing, because that'll teach you a lot.
Yeah, I would also choose this one because of the reasons you guys said. More isolation, and the fact that you have the reflection as extra layer. The other ones is this person could be sleeping here, you know, and on this one we have, you know, some kind of thoughts are going in his head, and that's just my guess, but it looks like it. And
I kind of feel that if the guy wasn't bald, it could have been a totally different story. Just because of the light bouncing bouncing back on his head.
Yeah. The baldness helps.
You know what?
Sure.
I also think you could interpret it. I always struggle with this word. You could also make up a story of the building in the background kind of looks like the outside of a prison. So maybe this man just got.
It does. I thought that too, dude. I was like, is this a prison bus?
Maybe he just got released, or he's getting into the prison.
That's definitely a watchtower in the background.
So that makes it interesting on another level.
Sure. Maybe he's getting his turn. He's going in. You know, it's cool.
Yeah, he knows.
He's the guy from the Green Mile. You know. This is the story how he went into jail. Okay. I think we will wrap it up here. Thank you all for your submissions. And again, I'm sorry that I couldn't yeah, look at all of your work. But I appreciate your energy and all your links. Yeah, we will do it. We will do it again, and yeah, you might get another chance next time. So now that we finished this section, it only took us 3 hours. We now want you guys to give us homework for next month, and let's decide on a theme. And this could be, you know, like reflections, or I don't know, maybe rain, or I don't know, wind, or something like that. Maybe old people, or, you know, anything goes. And maybe let's discuss some ground rules.
Yeah, actually, right now, if you guys are up for it in the chat room, if you could just throw us some themes, we could pick one in the next minute, and that will be what we rock with for the next month. And then you guys could submit photos based off of that theme as well. So that could be really
exactly.
Cool.
Let's
for example, reflections. You know, if anybody wants to write anything in the chat, that's a theme.
And what do you guys do you guys think? Should we do one single image or a series? What is doable for us in a month?
I think we should all focus on, like, us, if we're going to be in the chat, maybe we show, just to get an hour out of it, maybe we could all show like 3 or 4 images based on
okay, and then we can pick like,
and then we can find like 10 of our favorites that are submitted.
Yeah, and then we could choose like our favorites of the set of images each of us is submitting.
Someone said homeless. That's not okay. High contrast, horror, the absurd moment, sexuality, homeless.
Privilege.
What else, guys?
Yeah, I like privilege.
Bad life would make it work. Privilege, huh?
Minimalism. That's good.
All right, so those are our submissions. My vote would be for privilege. Is kind of cool.
Yeah, privilege is very interesting. I don't even know how to do it, and maybe that's why it's so interesting.
I mean, we could start with something easy for the beginning, but
I know, because everybody also has to shoot this, and you know, if a lot of like people that are just starting out in photography or shooting this kind of thing, that could be a little difficult. The absurd moment is interesting too, because that'll train people to pay attention.
Yeah.
But it also kind of sounds hard.
Samuel's like, I don't want
no, because I mean, if I would live in New York, then yeah, it would be easy, of course.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
so we'll let you pick, Samuel. What do you think?
Oh, interesting here. Animal in the city. I also love that idea. Nick says juxtaposition. I'm kind of bored by juxtaposition at this moment, but we can get into it another time.
I like Privileg. Privilege seems very...
Yeah, it's a really cool, interesting
theme.
Let's do privilege.
Let's do privilege. So you decided, or I mean we decided, but you you suggested.
We keep coming back to it, so we might as well just do it, right?
All right. Okay. I guess our homework for our next hangout is to shoot something with the theme of privilege. Now, what could this be? I mean, should we leave it open to interpretation?
Yeah, I mean, it is. The whole idea is that if somebody submits, they should probably explain a little sentence as to why they think it reads as privilege. But it could be a lot of things. It could be somebody, a worker paying out their employee or something like that. It could be someone trying to hail a taxi and they can't get it. You know, there's a...
Or also
like a question.
Having the GS3 index on there. No, I will shut up about it.
Yeah, you can someone like just
shoot out this.
yeah, in the same like, level.
You can shoot anything on the
like
medium format camera and say, yeah, it's a privilege to have a medium format camera. So doesn't matter what I'm shooting. Okay. Good. So yeah, thank you for your suggestions. I'm thinking of doing this maybe every first Sunday of the month, but I don't know. How about you guys? I mean, it's. Or should we do it the end of next month, because it's. I mean.
Or the middle, because we're dead in the middle now.
Okay.
So like,
yeah, but when would this be? Would it be the second Sunday? Yeah, let's just leave it open. I will post it in the community tab.
Okay.
Let's say the first or the second Sunday, and yeah, next time we will start with clean audio. Sorry about that again. Yeah, any last words from you guys?
No last words from me. Thank you guys for being patient and hanging on to the bitter end. I know we started with like almost 200 or more, and it's down to 80. So really, thank you guys for coming and staying and letting us critique your photos. I don't want anybody to take anything we said to heart. You know, we're all still, like Samuel said earlier, I think taking pictures, you're constantly learning. I don't pretend to feel like an expert or anything like that. I feel like every day I go out in the street, I question why I take the photos that I'm taking. And I think it'll help you if you ask yourself those same questions and just expect more from yourself every time you go outside and shoot. So
yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Thank you guys, firstly. And I mean, it's very exciting. I like that the format and interacting with you guys, and really looking forward, you know, like to the next time and exchanging our experience and what we got around that privilege thing. So yeah, exciting time for sure. Keep shooting, and yeah, see you next time.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I will keep everyone updated on the next hangout. I will probably post it on the community tab or on my Instagram. And I will definitely find out how to create some kind of page where you can upload your photos if you're not on Instagram. But yeah, I will create some kind of hashtag, which
must be nice.
Yeah, this we will save that for us. You know, when we get our first likers, then this is our hashtag.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yo, follow me on YouTube. Buy my prints. Yo, I'm selling sneakers.
Yeah,
I got all
if you want
stuff. You guys need to watch Stockies.
Of course, you can plug all your socials. Of course, yeah. Check out Jason's new video. He's finally doing some POV action.
I don't post much, so if you want a drip feed of YouTube content, come over to Stockeasy.
Yeah.
I'll get you a video every month or two, and
as long as you keep doing it, it's fine. Because
yeah.
Okay,
all right, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you for having us, brother.
Of course. All right, see you next month. Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.